You're good. Okay, we're good. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hey Bruin, hey Mustus Pustus. We are here for Fantastic Four number 2, and I think we're good to go. How do you hear me, Mo? How does everything sound?
Way better than yesterday. So let's hope that was just a weird issue.
Oh,
I still don't see a signal bar like we did yesterday because that's actually what's irritated me the most. I'm like, dude, if StreamYard's yelling at me about Wi-Fi, I'm gonna drop
you
kick this
know.
platform.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It sounds like we
I'm
got a
feeling
little bit
better.
better. Yeah, it's a good day. I am going for this. I don't know. By the way, we are not professional. This is not professional advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, yeah, what do you think? I think I am going for it. I'm going to join the waitlist here in 34 seconds. Guys, get ready to join the waitlist. I am not sure if there's a difference between doing it now or waiting. I've tried both and I've won and lost. So good luck, everyone. I'm sure everyone will get on the wait list. It's the question of will you get one of these 7,500 mints out there? And I do have some minty fresh numbers. We'll get up there soon. So, Mo, are you going for this?
Of course.
Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, I think most people are going. Yeah, you're right, Bruin. Hey, good morning, Gus. Wolfie Barker. So, Foxes, everyone, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, get ready. Here we go. We should be, it's going to pop up here any second. Get on the wait list. Oh, I normally just join right away. All righty. Yeah, this,
See, I don't just join right away. I have a certain time when I join. There has to
oh,
be an 8 in the number when I click to
really?
join the waitlist, and that is my secret rare specialty. We'll call it SR Gate.
So you wait for any 8 in the number on the countdown. Hey, if it works. All right, yeah, join gate. This is the one everyone can get into. It really would be nice if we could get a gauge of how many people actually joined. But let's do this. Let's take a poll and see how many people are going to be going for this. Let's see. No Vault usually says how many, but I don't think that matters. How many people are going for FF4 number 2? Freaking do it. All right, let's see here. Because I'm a definite yes. We got Mosey yes. Hey Alejandro, how are you doing? I think most people are going to be going for this. I think it's going to be a decent flip. Now, Mo, are you going to sit at the bottom? It might be interesting since you don't normally snipe. I would sit at the bottom and see if you can snipe those dollar, because I can't. I can do them a little bit later in the sniping once like the stream stops. That's usually when you can start doing it. And I will be going to just voice. I don't know how do we do that. Can we
Just turn your camera off.
Just turn the camera off. Okay. But anyways, you should see if you can go snipe some of those dollar comics at the bottom. It'd be interesting because I know there's a lot of people that sit at the bottom and wait, or go to the secret rare and do it. Oh, did you have an 8? I didn't see.
Yeah, 2808, baby. That's when we join.
All right, I hope it works. If you get that.
So basically, you're telling me that the best way to live my life is to be a bottom feeder. Is that what I'm hearing from you right now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, okay. I used to. So before, when I first started sniping, for anyone who wants to start sniping, I did not list most recent. I would always do the lowest to highest, because there were a couple times I was sniping so fast that I screwed up and I paid 100 gems for something that wasn't worth 100 gems. Until I got the flow of things, I always went low to high and I would snipe that until I kind of felt comfortable going for the first listed. And then of course that's when you can snipe the 616 and some of those other numbers that people drop, usually a little bit above floor, and then you can flip those. So what's going on, guys? We got flows here, LD Live, Cass. How you guys doing? Glad you could join us. I did tweet this out, so I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of people will be aware that we're actually on, because I think this is a pretty decent comic. I think it's more that it's rare than the storyline. I could be wrong on that, but I do think this is a good one to go for. I'm glad they did 7,500, and I'm glad they didn't mess with the price. So
I don't know. Shocked they didn't mess with the price, to be honest, but
yeah, they could have. You remember I said the other day, I said if they did 5,000 and charge 20, I think it would have been a good deal.
I probably still would have gone for it. So I mean, yeah, don't tell them that. But
yeah, oh, absolutely. So we're getting a question from Muscle Pusses. We do have that on the docket here. When is the Bane drop? What time?
Well, I'm going to stay live, so I don't know what your itinerary is for today with the Cobra, but on my end, yeah, we got Fantastic Four, we got the Bane drop, we got also the Palm drop at noon Eastern, and I'm also probably going to mix in some horse racing at some point over on Kick. But yeah, so I mean, we got quite a few drops, so I don't know if you're planning on sticking around for Bane. What? I think Bane public drop is at 1 o'clock?
Because I was going to say, we've got 1
o'clock Eastern.
We've got a meeting at 2:30.
Yeah, 3:30 Eastern, right?
Yeah, 3:30 Eastern. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Nothing important, guys. I just had to remind him. Just going over how to do these things. Let's see. Is
we have a meeting. Don't lie to people. Basically, we have a meeting once a week. Skin and Bones, Secret Society. I basically yell at BE and I tell him how shitty he is as a co-host every week. You guys don't want to see that. It's not pretty.
It's fun. I do make him take off his clothes so Shelby Cobra can see him naked. So that's how I get back at him. And remember, your pelvis looks like a frog. I don't know why, it just does.
Bitch! Why would I bring my pelvis into it?
Why did you have to show it? Once you showed it, I can't get that out of my. There we go. You're gonna do your little dance scene.
You want to see my dance?
Yeah.
I can do my dance. Where's my dance at?
Let's do your dance.
I don't have my dancing shoes on, apparently.
Oh, you don't? Yeah. There we go. I mean, now see. Oh, I guess you can't talk while he's dancing, but still, that's pretty. You got the groove going on there.
Way to ruin the immersion, BE. No one ever knew that until you just said it. No one ever knew this was a pre-recorded video until you said that.
What's really nice is I'm good at doing that, so expect more. Expect more.
Oh, wait a second. That's the wrong scene.
Can we? Oh, we can't have a third box, can we? With the minty fresh numbers, like we can't have. I'm sorry, a second box that we could just leave up for people. So I did actually put together a little minty fresh number list if you guys want to snipe.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really make convoluted overlays with like shit overlaid and overlapped on top of each other. It's probably why I do this shit for a living. But what we can do, because I told you we do this before, is we'll go ahead and do this, and we're going to open it in here.
Oh, I'm excited to see this. So are you saying that oh yeah, there you go. I see what you're saying. Well, you can cut it off or whatever you got to do. There you go, guys. That is my you know what, Mo, I did that for you. Believe it or not, I picked you can barely see the minty fresh numbers in the mint color, but I did pick that background for you. So you know it. I know that you probably don't love it, but those are your colors, kind of.
It's close. I mean, listen, I'm not really a pastel guy, if we're being honest. I mean, it is close enough. I'll give you credit for.
It's neon. I know. It's not as neon.
Yeah. You take this, you saturate the color a little bit, throw some lighting into it. You know what I mean? Now we're talking. Now we're a little bit more down my lane, but either way, it's a good graphic. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. I like clean overlays. I don't like shit looking like fucking GeoCities from back in late 90s, you know what I'm saying? With chat up on screen and fucking weird shit popping up and fucking chroma keyed fucking GIFs. Fuck that bullshit. But yeah, minty fresh numbers for today. Quite a few. What's the first mint available? What is it?
That's 176.
That's the 176? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we got Fromy on. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you. Yeah, so 176.
Fromy in the house.
Is the first mint, obviously 616, 1901 and 1923. Some people differ if those are worth it. They are definitely worth it. If you get them at floor, you will be able to flip them. Just for how much, I don't know. 1901 is Walt's birthday. 1923 is Disney's birthday, like the company. And then, of course, 1922 is Stan Lee. 1933 is Timely Comics, which is the first iteration of Marvel. 1961, first appearance of Fantastic Four. 1962 is this issue. 2005 is the first movie of Fantastic Four. And there are others. And 7,500 is Last Minute. So.
Oh, there you go. And that's your Minty Fresh rundown.
There you go. Yeah, there are more. There's the other movies. I think 2007. I don't remember. I didn't put them all. They're probably worth going for, but I ran out of space and time. So there you go. Plus, I got to keep some for myself, right?
Oh, you just reminded me of the Fantastic Four movie. Oh my God, my girl.
Oh, is that your girl?
God, that's who? Jessica Alba was everybody's girl back then, right? I mean, if you watch Idle Hands and you saw her, oh my Lord, things I would do to her.
I can't see that.
Holy
Shelby
shit.
Cobra in here? Yeah, no, wifey's not in here, but she could magically appear. So Jessica Alba, she's.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, she'll probably.
That scene where she gets like her clothes taken off when she's like invisible. I was like, everybody in their mind was like, just please.
This is not
Please
fair.
come back. Please come back.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, she was, and she's still a looker, so good for her. Good for her.
You've seen Idle Hands, right? The movie?
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. Okay. I'm sure nobody here
Weed saves the day.
Yeah. That was what, Seth Green, and I'm trying to think about it. It had all like the famous
Devin Sawa, Seth Green, the other dude, the heavier set chunky guy. Man. That movie was awesome though. I loved Idle Hands.
That's a funny movie.
Puts a hand in the freaking microwave.
Dude, I wish we could stream that on YouTube and watch it. I know we could probably
we can stream it on Kick. We'll do that shit on Kick. Oh, don't worry. Mystery Hines is coming back. Mystery Hines is coming back with a vengeance, chat.
Do we know? I know LD Live says, how many are we going for? I mean, you're only going to be able to pick up one, and then of course you've got the rebound. Yes, I'm going to try for the rebound, although sometimes I get too involved in the sniping and I give that up because I don't always get the rebounds. But yeah, I'd say if you can get this and get the rebound. Now, I did not do price predictions for this. Not 100% sure that the common and uncommon are going to go above retail, but probably will be worth the risk for any of the other rarities. But I don't know where this falls. The market is kind of weird right now. But if you get that secret rare, I bet it's going to do pretty well. In fact, if you guys want to put in the chat, I'm curious what you think the secret rare will go for. So I'm going to take a guess and say 350. Oh, that seems like it could be high. What do you think, Mo?
I mean, high guesses from high people, I suppose. Yeah, I'd probably say around the 250, about 250, 300 range.
Yeah, I think I like Musses Busses. I think 235 is probably close. It probably is about 199. Varying up and down. Could be 150. I mean, things are just kind of low. I'm assuming everyone's going to try to go for 1 million of the frozen things. I think that's going to do well. I don't know why. I just have a gut feeling much better than regular.
Oh, I'm psyched. You know. I am psyched for that drop. Let's go.
Yeah.
If I get the Olaf, I'm not even selling it. I said I was going to sell every fucking pencil drop thing. If I get the Olaf, my girl said I cannot sell it. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, because it's animated. You want the animated.
She loves it. She loves it. I think it's amazing. I think it's a great piece. And for $40, if I land it, I'm not just gonna flip it to get my money back and go for the next drop. I mean, I still made the profit from Vanellope, so that's basically my next 2 pencil drops anyway, right there. So I'm basically living off that.
You didn't get your second pencil, did you? Or your first pencil? They haven't given those out, right?
No, they said Friday. Friday.
Yeah. So
by the way. Did you see that on Twitter? I saw Bob Sales said something, and apparently, because I believe Bob Sales, apparently he like went over the whole article, read everything, and then they kind of stealth added the first pencil drop data like when they were going to drop it. So he was like, how about we just get some information? And someone chimed in. They were like, how about you read, bro? And I guess, right. I guess Bob was like, dude, I looked at this, man. It wasn't there, and I guess they must have like stealth added it after the fact. But
yeah, I don't think
either way, so
said
Friday.
Either way. Friday? Okay. I guess, and we don't know how, well, I guess everyone who got one, but you're only allowed one per account. So, but you had to go for it. So it doesn't matter. We wouldn't know if somebody had multiple devices. Still, every single one's going to get a pencil. Everyone that sold. Which was, correct. Do you remember how many there were? Was it 3,000?
I do not.
3,500? I completely forgot. Bad me. See, this is why OG Vault did a good job. He actually knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we're in a AV period here on VV after Vault. All right, so we have to remember that Vault is no longer with us. It's now Skin and Bones taking over until somebody else shows up.
Right, until somebody...
I told you yesterday, I don't know how many fucking Scrooge McDuck comics I can stream for y'all, chat. I'm gonna be real with you guys. If you guys want to watch horse racing, we can hang out and shoot the shit. Or maybe we'll talk some random ass political stuff or something, but I can't really stream Scrooge McDuck fucking comics. So, today is a little bit different. I'm excited about today. We got some, the Palm drop, the Bane drop, right? And then the tech issues yesterday, BE, holy crap. Man, I was ready to, I still don't know what the hell that was. I'm going to call it an anomaly. I'm also going to think that
this is working perfectly.
Perfectly. I don't have a single audio hitch, but here's the thing. Yesterday was Wednesday, all right?
Right.
My PC is set up to do all my Windows updates Wednesday morning. I'm wondering if, because when I rebooted my PC, if it was actually doing that shit on the background and I just didn't know it. Because, man, like I said, when me and you went through that, we talked for a few minutes after, everything was fine. I rebooted my shit and I had no issues. And then today, no issues. So
no issues.
I might have to change my Windows update thing to or just be more mindful of it.
Yeah, be more mindful of it.
Because, I mean, I don't like to do manual window updates. I like to keep it, on a set day, but holy shit, that...
Yeah, well, whenever I've dealt with that, we did a couple, I remember we've had, I won't tell you with who, but we had a couple meetings with people, and like Discord or OBS or something would update, and then I go on and I wouldn't have any sound, and of course it messed with something in Windows. So yeah, that's always fun, and I'm sure nobody in the chat wants to hear that, but yeah. It's a pain in the ass, these freaking updates, because yeah, I can literally just reset everything, then you got to go back and make sure everything works. Let's see, Roger E, I miss OG Vault. Love this. I need to be with good people doing their... Well, it's funny because I asked him yesterday, because I'm still DMing with him, but I think he's getting his AC fixed today, and his job, he's actually starting it on Monday. They had a few things they had to do, but anyway, so congrats on that. But I asked him, I'm like, so are you gonna be doing any more drops? We miss you. And he said he didn't think so. So I don't know. I miss him too, guys. I miss him too, because this was my therapy in the morning, and now I guess I don't know what the hell this is. It's a rush to get here in time, that's for sure.
Yeah, for you, I've been up since fucking 8:30 sitting there waiting for you to fucking log in.
Yeah, well, I get up, I work out. I can't get up too early because Shelby Cobra will kill me. She already is pissed. So now I get up 5 minutes earlier, do my workout, take a shower, and come right here. So maybe I could skip the shower. Hey, doctor's in the house.
Don't skip the shower. I mean, I don't think chat wants to smell your nasty ass covered in after a workout. You know what I'm saying?
Well, heck, they probably don't even want to see my face. Maybe, maybe I should turn into, I don't know, some other character like you. Invest.
Don't you have a pot? Don't you have a pot leaf? Can you turn yourself into a pot leaf still?
I got all those other animals and wrestlers I could be.
I mean, a maple leaf. Yeah. A maple leaf. Sorry, not a pot leaf. It's a maple leaf.
Yes, for our Canadian friends out there, the maple leaf.
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Maybe I should try that sometime. I mean, Mo did have me get this better computer so I can run like 3 things on it at a time. So that should work. Probably more like 100 things.
No, I told you to get a better PC because you wanted to make content. And I said, if you want to make content that doesn't look like a fucking 80s, slideshow, you know what I'm saying? Get some graphics, Yeah, plus, you want to start doing more
the streaming and, you know.
We were doing more late at night stuff after hours curricular activity, but nowadays not so much. We're a little more brand friendly, I guess.
We're refined. We're a little continental, you know, pinky up. Yes.
Speaking of brand friendly, I'll be live tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern with horse racing.
Are you doing that
free
every
racing.
night? You're doing that
Tuesday and
every
Thursdays. No, Tuesday and Thursday. It's a new thing that they're doing. So basically, you get to enter races for free. So I get to take my somewhat shitty horses, put them in for free, and then they pick like 16 horses, and the only prize pool payout is from all the wagering. So like the other night we had like, you know, I don't know, it was like close to like $1,000 wagered or something on the first race. So like a percentage of that goes back into like the team pool, which actually comes back to the players at the end of the month. And then like the rest of it goes towards the prize pools. So I don't even know what the payouts were the other night, but I mean, hey, for free racing, you know, everybody
free racing, free money. If I can get permission, this is a hard week, so maybe next week will be easier.
Yeah.
But definitely would like to join you on some of those. Those are fun and learn. We can go over, because I don't know if everyone in the chat has done Photo Finish Live, but and you know, I know a little bit about it. I'm in a DAO, but I just don't understand all the racing stuff. But it's really cool because you actually own your horse, which is an NFT. You can breed it. You know, you can retire it and breed it. You can race it. It's really cool because it's really happening. And I don't know, what was about a month ago, they've got NBC and Churchill Downs is now kind of part of the experience. So it's the real deal. It is the real deal.
You see my baby?
Yeah, you suck.
Cramden.
Yep. There we go, honeymooners.
That's right. This horse, man. This horse, the bloodline on this horse. Whoo.
Yeah, you were telling me this one is a good one. So yeah, maybe what we'll do is get some more people in chat. Come one of the nights, and we can kind of go over what to do, get people onboarded. That would be fun. All right, how are we doing on time here? We've got 5 minutes until the wait list is closed. So guys, my suggestion is, if you've got 7 gems laying around, go for it. I don't know for sure that you're gonna you know, do well on the uncommon, although you might. But I do think the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare should be nice. Of course, not professional advice. I have no clue what I'm doing, and Mo is a skeleton. So
yeah, if you listen to stone skeletons on the internet, you should probably have your fucking head checked. But I am here with BE, and we're just hanging out, shooting the breeze, giving people a place to come hang out, right? So
exactly.
At the end of the day, that's all we can do.
And once I don't know, in about 7 minutes, right before the drop, I am going to drop my feed, and I'll still be on here talking, but I'm going to try to snipe the market while I stream and see how much it hurts my ability to snipe. So we're going to see who's just to take a look at the chat. Who is sniping today? Is anyone going to be actually sniping the market, so I know who our snipers are? I always like to know who the snipers are, because a lot of people just don't want to deal with it, and I get it. It's a pain in the butt. It's getting harder too. It's really getting hard. I'm gonna have to change my device again.
The only time I was able to snipe, dude, is when I installed a bunch of shit on my my Galaxy to shrink the screen and do this and do that. Now I have perfect vision. Like I can be fucking half mile down the block and like read someone's mailbox and shit. And I'm telling you, having to shrink my screen and go on my phone, the S7 whatever Ultra, now my S8, like right. Dude, I wouldn't know if I was sniping a $1 comic or a $1,000 comic with what I'm seeing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like now again, if I only had $10 in my account, it's not a big deal. But what if I have a bunch of gems in my account and now I'm just like, oh, that's a good one, and I start just hitting it real quick, and I'm like, oh shit, man, that's like, I mean, we've I'm sure you've done it too, right? Where it's like, oh, I thought that was 111, and it's like, oh, it's 1011. You know what I mean?
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about back in the day when I first vaults, like, organize it from listing date, you'll have more opportunity, and you'd see something, you'd see like 619 and be like, oh, 616 for 100 deal. and you go, and people would trick you. People were much more a-holes back then, and I still see people trying to do it, trying to screw people. But that's why I would always, especially if you're just starting to snipe, always do low to high. I don't care. You need to practice acting fast. If you're going to have a hard time. And of course, if you're doing low to high, you really should be doing it from the web app. I can't compete. I can get maybe 1 out of $10 comics if they actually pop up on my device. So yeah, so that happens. We've seen Vault do it. I thought it was this and it wasn't. So I try to be very careful. And if you hesitate, if there's any hesitation, I mean, you're probably already going to lose the snipe, but if you hesitate a split second, you're not going to get it. Andy189, KCBMW, Kolsher. I'm trying to think of all Cams. Oh my God, Cams. Yeah, he's really good. These guys, you're going to have a hard time competing against. So we got some flippers in here, sniping, flipping. Let's see. LD wants to know what a good buy on the SR is. I mean, man, I hate to give advice and be wrong on this. I mean, I think if you saw it for 50, it's an easy grab. I mean, I would even think 75.
125 for me would be the lowest. I mean, I'm talking about today. I mean, a couple days from now, I probably wouldn't buy it at that price. But for today, if you look at the product flip out of it, I don't know. Because I think I was wrong on the speculation of America Chavez as on mid-rip. But I think America Chavez, again, disrespected. We all know how I feel about her. The Skrulls and the Invasion is a little more current, and it's what's going on now with the MCU. So I think we might see a little bit more of a price push on this, mainly because of that. It's going to be like the most current trend in the MCU. So potentially, I think it could help the value a little bit.
I mean, the fact that it has... let's see. Adam.
Oh, he meant the horses. Yo, listen, if you can go on the photo finish market.
Horses. Okay.
If you can go on the photo finish market and you see someone list like a baby horse for, let's say, 5,000 Derby, which is roughly like $60, and it has 2 stars across the board, I'd probably buy that and race it because it would be a fun racing horse. It's not going to be a championship winning horse, but for $60, I mean, that would be something I'd probably do. But I've seen people putting up for 4,000 Derby, which is $50. So I mean, those would be the price points I'd be looking for. If you want to hit me up, LD, on Twitter, we could have a little conversation maybe on some better options.
Well, and I do think actually, Mo, we probably should set up whether we do it live or we just do a video. Let's do a video or do something live where we can walk people through it and kind of talk it through, because there's a lot to know. There's a lot you could do, whether you want to race or just breed or a little bit of both. Understanding crown and all the different, denominations and stuff on there. It's probably a good idea to put something together. I would help you with that if you wanted to do that. He wants to know.
The problem is I'm too opinionated. Yeah, LD, it's just Monos. Same thing, man. Yeah, hit me up, follow me. I'll follow you back. Have a conversation if you're interested. A video would be good, and I've been fighting for more PFL content. I know we have 3 minutes until drop. I've been fighting for more PFL content. The thing is, man, I'm just way too opinionated, and I feel like I'd be guiding people more than just kind of educating people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard for me to give like a generalized take because I've been doing it for so long that like I'm pretty set in my convictions of photo finish, right? I can tell you that there's multiple ways to invest in photo finish. You can buy horses, race horses, wager on horses, own part of a track, get a monthly kickback, right?
Right.
But when it comes down to like what kind of horse should I buy? Well,
I'm still here, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer long running horses that close. You know what I'm saying? But my entire barn is like sprinters. So I mean, I don't know. But a video would be good. Maybe if anything like this, where people just kind of come in and almost like a Q&A would be easier than me trying to think about what new players would ask.
Can ask, like, wait, I don't understand that. Can you explain it again? So you're probably right. Like, we can do a Q&A. We can do a couple. We got G Money. What's going on? Good to see you. I cut my feed, guys, because now I'm going to snipe, and I'm trying to keep as much of my ping. I don't really care about bandwidth. It's really just ping. So we'll see how much this helps. I don't think I'm going to be able to do well, but I'll take one for the team. We got about 2 minutes, guys. If you have not joined the waitlist, you're screwed. I don't know what these.
Well, actually, can I?
I think these are going to start at pretty high for the commons. I bet you somewhere between 10 and 15, and then go down from there. Look at the screen. We've got the minty fresh numbers you'd be looking for. Yeah, and hopefully some of you get that, and hopefully I don't see the one you got because that's going to piss me off. All right.
Let's see if I can add your minty fresh.
Got a minute, just
I'll
under
replace
a minute,
you with the minty fresh.
15 seconds here. We got Big A. Yeah, who waits until the end? Oh, he forgot the wait list. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's just worth just going for it at the beginning. I don't see how it could matter when you do it, but maybe it does. And don't forget, 15 after is when the rebounds will come. Yeah, and I'm not sure. This one's probably worth going for the rebound. If you can get it, you're gonna have to be quick. And let's see. Here we go. We're getting close. 40 seconds. Good luck, everyone.
40 seconds.
I'm gonna actually enlarge this just so I usually.
No wonder why I never get shit. I'm at like 52 seconds, and BE is like, yeah, 40 seconds.
Hey Mo,
B, you still hear me? BE. Oh man, damn it! I was hoping that would work. You hear me now?
I don't hear you at all, Mo.
Yo yo. The stream hear me? Uh-oh.
Can the chat hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Can chat hear me? Can chat? Can we get some confirmation here? Oh no, what'd I do? Oh, I done did it.
Rugged. Is the whole thing rugged? Could hear you both. Yes.
We can hear you both, but BE can't hear me.
But I did get the comic.
Oh, I've been selected. Let's go. Bye now, baby.
Oh man.
Chat, don't look at my balance.
Oh
wait.
Mo, I'm gonna wait for my comic if you want to. I can't hear you at all. I can see the chat. Crap.
Why B can't hear me?
Everything's coming through.
This
so
is
Mo,
weird.
I don't know why I'm not hearing you.
I have no idea what's happening.
Hey Mo, maybe type me in the private chat. I'm gonna go start sniping. If I can. What the heck's going on here?
He's just trying to get me to fucking not pay attention. I don't know why he can't hear me.
Crap.
I gotta log in, chat. I'm going on the mobile.
So you guys can hear me. I don't want to talk over Mo because I can't hear what he's saying. Oh, I hear something there, Mo.
Hello, hello.
Okay, now I hear you. I hear some static, but there we go. What happened?
Well, I didn't fucking do anything. I've literally been sitting here. I had to do a damn thing. So whatever happens on your end, today was your end.
All right, I hear you.
That was you. Chat heard me. Chat heard you. Oh, they heard static too. Never mind. It's on me. 100% on me.
He likes to blame me, guys, but like I don't f up this much. I do f up sometimes, though. All right, so
that makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, the static might have been me, but not you not hearing me. That was weird. Maybe the static. No, the static might have been coming from you, motherfucker. Maybe they weren't hearing my static.
I don't know. No. Now I don't hear it at all.
Oh, I got number 4088. Why couldn't they give me 4444 Fantastic Four?
Oh yeah,
Bastards.
I didn't get a very good number. Oh, I see one for they're down to 8 gems. Looking for some good stuff here. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I got all flustered.
See, static from BE.
Are you sure it's from me?
That's what chat's saying. That's what chat's saying.
Oh man, maybe it's because I'm sniping.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. We were doing so well.
Do you guys still hear the static? I'm looking down, so Mo, if they say yes, let me know.
What's really crazy is
that's weird. There was nothing this whole time until I turned off my camera. Oh man. Yeah, everyone's listing their They're good mints for high, so this looks like it's going to do fairly well, at least at the beginning. Ooh, 179.
You know what we should do next time? You still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
I think next time, instead of turning off your camera, because you might have just bugged something with like the default device, what I think maybe in OBS, just put a black screen on.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Turn off my... Hold on, let me see here.
Well, no, don't mess with it now. You're fine now. Let's not trigger it again.
I hear a little static, but it's not too bad.
Oh, you're still hearing? No. Neil says no static. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Here's static from me. God damn it. That's so weird. I hate not sniping. There shouldn't have been anything that has changed. Mic is still the same. Is he still hearing static?
Well, something definitely changed when you disabled your camera. But then Tony Dolce says no static, so I don't know why. How are some people hearing static and some people don't? I don't understand the internet some days. Or technology. I really don't.
All I know is I'm not getting any good snipes, although I haven't really seen anything that was worth paying for. Let's see if I even got my... yes, I got it. Oh, of course, I got an uncommon 4203. I don't even know what that's sitting at. Let's check here. 795. Oh, it's a profit. I guess I could sell it. $9. I'm gonna wait. I would not wait too long, guys, but I'm gonna just wait. So you got? Did you see which one you got though? Mo?
I did not. Still pending. I typically am the last person they deliver to.
It is perfect right now. Good. Yeah, I'm just looking for... I mean, I'm starting to see people dump stuff like 2020. Just be careful if you guys are sniping. Don't get overexcited at things over 10 gems. 194 is at 150. That's kind of high, I think.
What the?
Nothing.
What is this? Vivi? Oh, they finally doing this?
What did they do? I've been able
to stay logged in on the web app and my phone forever. Are they actually making me juggle accounts now?
Oh yeah, having it open on both. Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that.
I mean, I've had zero issues doing it. I don't go for the drops on both. I'm just saying I leave my web app open. Sometimes I go to my phone, but now it's like once I logged into one, it just instantly booted me from the other. That sucks.
Don't forget, guys. 1961 and 1962 are the ones you want. I see 1963 for 95. Don't get fooled.
Don't get fooled.
If you could get that for 10 gems, yes, for sure. There was 1937. Nothing. Dates are okay, but again, you want to get these near the floor because you just don't know what's going to happen with pricing. I'm on both. Zero issues. Also perfect. Okay.
All right, I gotta hide my screen for a second, chat.
Are you doxing yourself otherwise?
Almost, yeah. Invalid credentials? Oh, no.
Oh, now that means you're going to have to redo your password.
No!
Right? Oh, somebody bought that 1963 and throwing it back up. So we got 835 at 19. So I can see the prices are coming down. You're probably going to get 12 for a 3-digit. Oh, man, everyone. The problem with this market is everyone knows what their stuff is worth. Dude, I can't believe I got an uncommon. That pisses me off.
At least you got something. I didn't even get my shit yet.
Hey, you might get that secret rare with your 8 thing.
Yo, what the hell is this? So I hit reset password. It never asked me to reset a password, Vivi. Yo. And now I'm just in my account. Hello?
You're still there? In your account?
So it said invalid credentials. I said, okay, forget password. Boom, got the link to reset my password. Never asked me for a password and just threw me back into Vivi like I've been here the whole time.
It's a little wonky. Oh, Alejandro got the secret rare. Wow, good job, man.
Nice, Alejandro.
I mean, I kind of hate you, Alejandro, because I've not gotten a secret rare in a while. But good job. Good job for taking my fucking secret rare.
Something went wrong. Oh, Jesus. I've been... Alright, listen. Apparently, don't start streaming VB drops, because they do not like the streamers. Did I get fucking banned or something?
No, I think it's they don't like me. I don't know if they care about you. I know they don't like me.
Change password?
Even though one of these days, and we can't say how I got it, Mo, but one of these days I'm going to take out my VV Lite. I actually have a VV Lite, and I'd like to show it off at some point.
Okay.
Just to piss off VV. At Mo. This sucks. My mom, dad, and sister all hit. That is the worst, Big A. When Shelby Cobra hits and I don't, ooh, it hurts. It hurts. Man, these are, I can't snipe anything. Well, there's literally hasn't been anything that I felt was worth sniping.
How many have sold?
Yeah, either have I. I don't even know what the uncommon's at. Well, hopefully you got the secret rare. That's what I'm hoping.
Trying to get us back in, chat. Sit tight.
Yeah, one of these days on a day that I don't care, maybe I can feed my device so you guys can watch what I do. Although I'm sure that won't help. Oh, man, there's just nothing. It's just crap.
Oh, Tony said sometimes we get the login screen. All you gotta do is refresh the page, and you should be logged back in. Interesting. It was telling me invalid credentials, though.
Well,
Let's see. See, we're back.
finally saw a good one, and a million people went for it because it took. Oh, I hate you, VV.
Hey, we're back.
Fuck. All that time, nothing.
I mean, listen, you can have conspiracy theories about being on Volt at the same time. I'm just letting y'all know that I've been doing this since day one, and I've never had a single issue. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's people that might have been doing other shady shit, and they also use 2 devices, and they got nailed for something. But me personally, I do everything on the up and up, and I do use 2 devices. So, I mean, take that for what you will. Not financial advice, I guess.
Yeah, right. $10 on the common and $7.19 on the uncommon. That is my life story. Oh, wait, what? Now we're at, looks like the prices are moving up. $11.50 on the common. Don't let me, guys, don't FOMO because I'm saying that. Oh, Captain Obvious missed the drop. That sucks.
Damn, Captain.
There's some that are going down. So now I just saw some listed for 9. So don't go crazy if all of a sudden you see things popping up. Doesn't mean that it's gonna pump big time. Man, I missed my one chance. One effing chance here.
You only get one shot.
That's right. We're looking for that 176, the first mint, 616. Of course, if you can find the 1, 2, 3, 4, any consecutive numbers at floor are definitely worth picking up.
Oh, yeah, let's keep an eye on that rebound. Oh, you know what we can actually do here?
Oh, yeah, the rebound is coming up in about 3 minutes. Lord, there's absolutely nothing. Just the one. At least in my book, only one. By the way, I'm not really seeing chat. I'm pretty much looking down the whole time.
Chat is being chat. 4 minutes. Roger Reed said app is buggy for him today, too. Captain Obvious says I'm going to snag an Astro Boy. The hell is wrong with you?
Dead. Yeah, I mean, they're down.
I mean, I've heard of waking up and choosing violence. I never heard of waking up and choosing Astro Boy.
Astro Boy, right. Ooh, $250 for 59. Not a good deal. I don't think so. See, these prices are looking about right. You're going to probably end, you know, I don't know, 30, 35 for the 200s. And then big time down. Every 100, it goes down a lot more.
Oh, yeah, look at that, Tony. Tony was right. Tony
What?
knows.
Tony knows, not Mo.
You know why Tony knows? Because that's my middle name.
Ah,
so it does make sense. Yeah, because it asked me to log in again, and I was getting ready to scream. And I just refreshed, and it still had me logged in. So there you go.
Oh, that one's actually not a bad one. There's 1039 on there, which is actually the date of Timely Comic, and that's probably not a bad one to buy. I think somebody picked it up. Not me.
Still haven't gotten mine, by the way. It better be a secret rare. I'm telling you asses right now. Y'all make me wait, VV.
Oh, fuck, I missed that one. Not doing good, man. Not doing good.
Bruin got a rare. LD said, so the red octo. Is he worth? I mean, my opinion, there's a few items on VV that I think are it's just horrendous of what they're valued at. Or
Bruin got a rare. Nice. Yeah, I mean,
Red Doc is one of them. Silver Surfer, America Chavez. I mean, you could say on Silver Surfer the mint count's a little bit higher than I'd like, but
man, I just missed a good snipe. All right, guys, it's time to go for the rebound. Remember, you're going to hit between the returning soon and public, and then right under returning soon will be the buy button. You're going to have to be quick. And I don't even know where the buy button ends up, but I'm trying here. Come on, let's do it. I'm missing good snipes. I know it's almost sometimes not worth doing this. I get it.
That's crazy.
Bullshit. It says it's processing payment. Oh, wait, place an order.
Say, my shit is so far behind you. That's crazy.
Order.
How do I never get anything?
Processing? Did you not get the rebound?
It shows up 12 seconds after you. Son of a bitch.
Oh, it says order received and processing. It's probably not going to go through. It did say it looked like it was going to go through. Oh, Murphy 8888 got that 1039. Probably good. Oh no.
Failed the purchase.
No. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Oh
no, I got it. I did get it.
Yeah, like I said, man, because I'm 12 seconds behind your ass when my shit kicked over. Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, there are different timings on devices, which I don't understand. I don't even know how to fix that, because if you put your location service on,
well, web app is normally half second to a second behind. That I understand,
that's true.
But I was still like a clear 10, 12 seconds behind you when you were like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm getting it," and I'm looking at it. It says like 9 seconds. I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Let's see here. So at least we got one. Did anyone else get a secret rare? And it looks like a lot of people got here. Yeah, those rebounds, I'm hit or miss on the rebounds. Actually, at the very beginning when we were doing the rebounds, I never got them. It feels like I'm about 50-50 on the rebounds. Oh, I see. Now I hear some buzzing.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds like a helicopter. Now it stopped.
Shoot up a helicopter flying over your head?
It's possible. Fuck! I missed that too. Yeah, dude. It's not going to be any good sniping like that. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm not even on the other internet. I'd have to get off earlier to switch things over. Well, I'll come up. I'll figure it out. I mean, it wasn't that great of a snipe. I probably could have only made 10 gems, but 10 gems is 10 gems. You got to start somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Another good one if you can get it at floor, 1776 is a pretty good. That's a pretty good one to get. Ooh, 1023. Isn't that? Did I get that? Nope, I didn't get that. 1023 is, I believe, the month and the year for Disney.
Common. Thank you so much, VV. I at least wasn't uncommon.
You can make some money if you flip it now. If you got a crap mint, I'd probably flip it.
Yeah, I mean, for $6.99, I don't really care. It can sit there.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, you got to decide, well, is it worth it? I mean, these days, if the VV-verse, we got to talk to Fromy about is he still here? Rebounds are trash now. Yeah, they're not great, Doctor. If Fromy is here, I'd like to know about comics in the VV-verse.
Yeah, he just asked about if it's sold out. Let me take a look real quick.
Oh, he's right there. Okay.
I mean, there's a lot left to be delivered, but...
Oh, man, I wasn't fucking paying attention. Shit. See, you guys are lucky. I'm not near where I usually snipe. I have more things to hit. It'd be a lot more entertaining.
So you want to know if they have, what, the comics in, like, showroom type stuff in the VBverse, or the way to display your comics? Is that what you're wondering?
Yeah. So he's still here. Yeah. So, yeah, Fromy, is there a way to display your comics in the VBverse, if you're even allowed to talk about that? I wonder if there's a way we could have them secretly talk to us. Ahoy, Danny. Good to see you.
You mean like a GM? That would be amazing if there was technology like that. Private conversations? Ooh.
Imagine that. Seriously, trading. I mean, they should allow trading, especially somebody like, Mr. V, who's got like sets, to allow us to sell 4 things at one time or 3 things at one time. That would be nice.
So I see a lot of people talking about crashes and this and that. And I was having issues too, obviously, with the logins, and my shit crashed. I was just going to say this morning, and I shit you not, VE. When I logged into VV and I saw the new splash screen, and I was like, man, there's like a good vibe. I feel like we bounced off the floor with the bullshit of VV. You know what I mean? Right. I was like, ooh, maybe I just kind of feel like a new breath of fresh air, And now look at this shit. Half hour later. People are ready to smash the phones. People getting crashed. It's so hard to be a fan of VV, man. It really is.
Well, it looks like they're turning a corner. And Tony Dolce, I did get a rebound. Looks like a lot of devices are a little bit behind on time. I know that for sure because I know Shelby Cobra has a different time than me. So it does happen. Yeah. I don't even know what I got. I haven't even looked. It was a crappy mint. I do know that. Oh, man. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. See, so you got 2 BE. Damn, man. Good. Yeah, but one was uncommon. So it's like, who cares? Who cares?
Who really cares? Someone actually bought that secret rare at 250, though.
Oh, dang.
100. At least said thoughts on Nifties. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, right? Because with Drop Zone, I don't know, man. The flip, if we're going to do the Drop Zone, the flip is going to be really hard to make topics for, because we're going to be yapping so much on here. Because I was thinking about that. Like, Nifties is pretty much wrapping up. They realize that they hit the end of the road. They can't kick the can anymore. Did you see that, BE?
No. What happened?
Yeah, Nifties. The Nifties platform. They did like the Matrix stuff and the Game of Thrones and so they're basically wrapping up. They're closing down. They're exporting everything off to Polygon, and stuff that's already on ETH is gonna stay on ETH, I guess. But yeah, man, just they gotta move everything around. So that sucks. I also had a chance to tune into the Palm Spaces yesterday, which wasn't really like a Palm DC Spaces. But they did kind of talk about it a little bit, and I'm telling you, man, like, that's another project. I always see, what's her name? Yostep, I think her name is.
Okay.
On Twitter. And she's always fucking spot on, man. It's like, how long can you guys just come out with these bullshit freaking quiz games and, like, it's like the GDCK meetup. If you collected a map, it's like, yeah, I collected a map fucking 7 months ago, and you guys haven't done shit with it. So why am I going to keep holding, drops and stuff? I'm just like every other platform. Just sell it. Just sell it, make your profit, buy it back at 10% of what you sold it for.
Right, exactly.
And you'll do just fine, right? But the people that are like, no, I kind of like this. I'm going to hold the map. It's like, all right, cool. Well, fuck you. You get burned for, $60 a clip, right? But anyway, yeah, so they talked about, like, they're kind of having like stagnant processes now with Candy and Palm, because Palm is being absorbed by Candy, right? But they still don't know what they're doing as far as like, are they going to the Candy platform? Are they doing this? They're just like, we're still trying to figure that out. Like, that's scary to me, man. Like, this shit should be, this shit should be already ironed out before.
Yeah, but you know what?
The deal is even done.
It may not be a bad idea just to keep them. I mean, people buy companies all the time and they keep them separate, right? So I don't necessarily see an issue with that. But I think people were excited by bringing them together because then you get the excitement of both, and then maybe you can, bring something. Each can bring something to the other users and get more people involved. But Candy really doesn't have that many users. I mean, do either of them really have that many users? Oh
Yeah.
man, that guy stole that from me. Fuck, I hate this shit.
Yeah, Bruin said Nifty Gateway is still live, and they were talking about, I guess some. I don't know if it's more like an archive, is what it sounded like to me. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. This is a Mo Guesses alert. It sounded more like an archive with like references. So if you needed to like come back and grab the NFT to export it off to a different chain or something. I don't really know how it all works. I haven't really used it. The Nifty's platform. I didn't collect Matrix. I almost bought the Game of Thrones, and it just looked like the formed hands, and that shit was. I'm not shocked that Nifty's failed. Let's put it that way.
Right. I mean, these are obviously good IPs. Just missed another good snipe. I mean, there's definitely some good IPs out there, but we know that doesn't always win the day, right? Like in the end, what are you gonna be able to do with the NFT? I think that has a lot to do with if it's going to be a success or not.
Yeah, can we get a palm poll coming up, BE? Can you?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Let me do it real quick. Yeah, what do you want me to ask? Why won't it let me do a poll? Oh, because I got to end this poll. End that poll.
I don't know. How about, are you going for today's Palm DC comic? Seems straightforward.
Hold on, I think I got to close this first. Oh, don't tell me you're not going to let me. Here we go. Dude, it's not letting me end this poll. You got to be kidding me.
It says it right here in your resume. Professional at working the poll.
Yeah, well, I tried that for way too long. I'll come back to it in a second here. I'm sure I missed 616 already.
Yeah, sorry, we're interrupting his snipes, guys.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm doing horrible today. I've literally missed every but I can say that they didn't feel like I was going to win them. So that's good.
The good news is we didn't have technical difficulties. I mean, except for when you turned your damn camera off. Right. We've been fine. So that's good.
Yeah, it's a good start for sure. Oh man, just missed another one. Fuck. There you go. I'm going to break this desk before I end this damn thing.
Ow, that was... So I rip headphone users. I don't know if you guys felt the wrath of that fucking desk smash that I did. Wow, that woke me up.
Oh Lord, Shelby Cobra always comes down here and she says, "Stop it! Stop hitting stuff." And my hand will be like bleeding. I'm like, "No, what are you kidding me? This is fun. It feels good."
I grew up punching walls. That was like my stress relief. And we had like a particular wall in my house that was just like the stress relief wall. And then one day I decided to hit a different wall in my room, and I caught the fucking beam. Ooh. And I put like a 1/4-inch indent of like 2 of my knuckles into the freaking sheetrock, and my hand just blew up like a freaking piece of cauliflower. And I was like, man, that was my thing to just never, you know what? Maybe find a different stress relief, you know?
Well, I did, and I missed another damn side again. All right, I would do my door, right? I'd punch a hole through the door. And then my mom would come and be like, "Well, you're now going to pay for it." And then that would make me even more angry. So I would take the door and just fucking kick a hole in it. And I'm like, if I got to pay for it, I'm going to get my money's worth. You know? Yeah, it wasn't very good. Was not a good thing. And yeah, every now and then I'll punch a wall. I like my file cabinet. It's metal. I can dent it.
Why don't you just get a punching bag? Like, do you have a punching bag hanging in your basement? Because you should probably have one of those. Might be safer for you. Might be cost effective. I mean,
it probably is cost effective. Yeah, actually, I did a little sparring when I was younger, so I actually do still have a punching bag. It's just I can't break it. There's just something about being able to break the damn thing. But yeah, Yeah, everyone has their thing, right?
Yeah,
Ooh.
apparently we might need to. Are there any licensed therapists out there? Maybe we can have some live anger management here on the Drop Zone.
Take your anger out of the gym. Trust me, I do that too. That's my stress reliever.
I mean, I could probably use it too. If we're really being honest with ourselves.
No, the thing is that I don't hit people. I don't do anything like that. But yeah, sometimes.
Well, that's because you're not an asshole. But yeah, we all get angry and we all have our outlets.
Well, on stuff like this, when you miss, back in the day when you would miss like 616 and you knew you just missed like a $2,000 flip, you're like,
right.
Of course you're going to get pissed, right? So I just saw 275 is at $39.99, guys. So again, just be careful if you're sniping stuff. Looks like 850 is the floor. So this is doing exactly what I thought it would do. It may come back later. I'll probably just keep the uncommon. Just because, first of all, let's see what it's worth now. $7. It may actually end up being worth more a lot of times. So 840 is the floor on commons. I'm trying to think what a good buy-in point for that is. Probably about 757. It may go that low. Not sure where the stacking buy-in is. I had an old friend that would break his TV and things around the house. Old friend, keyword. Right. No, I get it.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy, right? Because that sounds like fucking almost psychotic. But there's actual places you can go now. People have taken these rage-inducing moments, and they have actually places you can go, like office buildings, where it's just nothing but TVs and baseball bats. And, You know what I'm saying? You just go in, and I'm always like, how do people not die here, first of all? Second of all, where's the closest one to me? Because that actually sounds like it would be a lot of fun. And the DC comic drop queue is now open.
Oh, there you go. I haven't even done anything with that.
We need one of those. Hold on a second. Where can I find that sound effect, dude?
What's
boom,
that?
Boom, boom, boom. DC drop queue now open.
It's like
DC
NBC.
Drop queue now open. No, it's like when you're on an airplane or a train.
Oh, yeah.
Bing, bing. Smash rooms, yes. Well, actually, Smash rooms when I grew up, Jersey Shore, that meant something completely different. Mm-hmm. But you would never say you'd never be like, yo, what'd you do this weekend? I took my homies, went to a Smash room, because you'd have a hard time. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think they are called Smash rooms.
Dude, I just got the security warning. F you, VV. If you're listening, F you. I don't care. I hate this. This security warning crap is such BS. I'm not even like refreshing crazy. I've got it down. I can do it in about 50 seconds. I can get back on the app. So F you, VV. Hey, what's up? The biggest bro. I didn't see you were on. Sorry. Not able to kind of look.
Biggest bro.
Any of my friends out there, if I missed you, sorry. But thank you all for showing up for this amazing stream.
I mean, hey, it's an upgrade from yesterday. I mean, if we're being completely honest, yesterday was a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't. Something on that we didn't even really know what it was causing. It wasn't our issue. So
yeah, I think it was just an anomaly, glitch in the matrix, so to speak. Oh yeah, Bane. We got Bane. Well, Bane is open for what? People with XP. Oh, actually, shit. Am I eligible because of my Batman hold? Oh crap! I'm not gonna buy this stupid thing today, am I, chat? Can we put up a poll for that?
Actually, it looks like. Give me a second here. Let me just pull up the comic and just take a quick look here. So we're at 920 to 950. So it hit 8.
Oh, not enough supply to claim. Wait, it's not public access now? Shit, was I eligible, man? And I just
You just missed it.
I don't know if it would have told me if I was ineligible for the drop or just told me there's not enough to claim.
Man, I missed that. Fuck.
We're all just about missing out here. We call this the miss zone, no longer the drop zone.
Right. I'm telling you, once
total percent minted 3 out of 1993, and there's not enough to claim. What? ¿Qué pasa? Well, this is the first mint first mint phase, right? Yeah, 11:30. Oh yeah, of course, because there's only top 10, top hundreds. There really can't be that many minted here to begin with. I might have a shot at 12:30. I don't know. Does anybody know how much? Like again, these platforms are usually a freaking disaster trying to get any information. I don't know how many XP I have in my account. I don't know what I'm eligible for. Maybe public mint, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy this crap, man. What is that, like $50?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, people are asking about it, so that's usually a good thing, right? Ooh, oh no, that's too much for that. Fuck. I like the idea, Bruin. Let's break things with BE. I actually talked about that with Vault yesterday. I'm like, when I asked him to stream again, I said the only way people would find me interesting if they could see how much stuff I break and how angry I get when I snipe. That might actually be entertaining. Very well could be. I need one of the karate chop boards just right next to me that I can just like punch it, have like a second camera that would get the break.
Okay, the Fromy helped me out here. Says if you click on your profile, it'll show your XP points in the upper left-hand corner. Mo, and he just really wanted to get my attention on that because now I just see him uneducated. Apparently, let's see.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm sorry, Fromy. I spent too much time on photo finish. Okay, it ruins my life. Go my profile.
I don't know about it ruining your life.
Well, it takes over my life.
Right.
Why do I still not see what the hell he's talking about? If I click on, where is my profile? Is this not my profile?
Did you steal my profile? If you do that again, I'm going to take a rib.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this from me. I mean, I am pretty lit into shit, but I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But anyway, so maybe I have 0 XP. Maybe that's why. YouTube would say we're too violent and take the stream down. That is true. YouTube, yeah, you gotta keep your rage in check here on YouTube. I forgot. When we're in Kick, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different story, but...
Oh, would they... If I started breaking boards and stuff, that would be an issue?
Well, on Twitch, I have seen plenty of channels get banned, taken down for, potential self-harm. I mean, if you were, punching a board, maybe not. If you were repeatedly, slamming your head into a freaking wall, trying to go through it for 5 minutes, yeah, you'd probably get taken down.
Well, I do...
But I would watch. I would absolutely watch.
I do. Shelby Cobra did buy me the Damn It doll, but it just doesn't have. You're supposed to throw it against the wall.
Excuse me, a Ram It doll?
No, damn it.
Oh, okay.
Damn It doll. I'll bring.
Where my brain goes sometimes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no. So it was good for a little while, but it just doesn't have that same feedback, right? Like I need that feedback. I need the metal to dent and feel it on my hand. Just like you said, like punching walls, or I don't really like kicking anything these days.
Yeah, Big A said only 3 Bay minted so far. But actually, it looks like some people have been able to start minting. Actually, right in front of our very eyes, just went up. 14% gone, 270 minted, which is actually kind of crazy because this is only phase 1. Oh boy, I don't know. I might have to throw some Matic in my account. You know what? No shot. Oh god.
I mean, you did do well on the Batman. I mean,
I also almost had a fucking stroke on the Batman because I almost had a stroke just thinking about it right there. Trying to transfer my funds. So on Coinbase, right? Most people are like, oh, you can and Volt actually talked about this. Kyle Wilson made a video too. You click on the chain, and I don't know if it's because I'm in New York, because in New York we have stricter guidelines for everything crypto, because Wall Street tries to control everything. Right. So basically, I don't have that option. When I go to freaking Coinbase, it just says send on Ethereum. Now, I've even had friends of mine do it on a desktop share, and they have the same option, and I don't. So it could be, a region thing. But anyway, for me to go from point A to point B, it'll cost me probably like an extra $20 right now through all the, sending here, bridging this, bridging that, then sending it back over, paying the gas fees multiple times, and oh my god, so dumb.
See, I got one crappy snipe here.
Oh, and when I finally got the money in the account for Batman, my Chrome browser didn't work. My Chrome browser in incognito did not work. My Chrome browser with every plugin disabled and reset did not work. Firefox didn't work. I had to actually connect my MetaMask to Firefox on the fly. That was fun. That didn't work. Firefox in private mode, it's not called incognito, in private mode actually worked. That was the only way I was able to mint Batman. And I think I just barely got it. So that was quite the experience of me trying to get that Batman drop. Part of the reason I'm still holding it, it's like it was the adventure. The juice isn't worth the squeeze yet for what I would sell it for, basically.
Yeah, I mean, so guys, just to tell you, so I sniped. I'm actually surprised. It's not like I made a lot. I paid $10.50 for 7470, which is a last mint, and sold it for $15.99. So, I made like a little over 4 gems. Probably could have gotten a little more. Normally they don't do. Oh, I'm gonna miss that, aren't I? Fudge. But anyways, this last mint, I normally say you want to get over the last 20. If it's a crummy comic, maybe the last 10, last 5. So that was a good flip. Looked like a guy who normally buys them from me. So keep that in mind. Those last mints do sell. I was surprised it sold that fast. And I am seeing a lot of new snipers on here, so this is why it's hard to snipe. I need to no longer give out minty fresh numbers and all that fun stuff. For all 21 people watching.
The idea would be cool if in the VBverse, wherever the hell these comics wind up, if the last mint had like a special visual effect, and the first mint as well. Basically just because some people might not know what the last mint is, but if they see like a comic book and it has like an aura or something around it, and then they walk up to it and it's like, ooh, like there's like music, like last mint, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's pretty sick, right?
Yeah, totally.
Now, again, I don't know about you and how much about your life you like to talk about, but I talk about everything. Back in the day when I was partying my ass off, dropping acid, I would always go for the last. We always wanted the last tab on the sheet because the last tab had the double pump if it was a gel tab. Because the way that they would drop it would always be like, a little extra drop. They would kind of hold it there for a second. My boy would always be like, yo, man, got them last tabs for you, bro. I know you like them. And you would always see it even had like the extra little raised little nipple on the gel tab. Pop stuff. That bad boy down the hatch. Oh, yeah. Not
don't do
definitely
this,
not financial advice. Not life advice, I guess, but
so hopefully my son's not watching, but I actually did back in the day when we were growing up and you had Grateful Dead and all of that, Fish, more of that stuff was going around. I don't know how it is today, but yeah, that was I definitely tripped acid a couple times, and it was I wouldn't do it now. I couldn't do it now, but
no shot. I had it offered to me about 6 months ago. Mushrooms too, even more recently, and I thought about it. I was like, ooh, that could be fun, and then I just very quickly just had like a just went back all through my trips and everything that's happened. I'm like, there's no shot I can go through that at 41 years old and be okay. I cannot make it out of those types of experiences unscathed. Oh, dude, it was. Whew.
Oh yeah, I did shrooms a couple times. That was the only time I freaked out once on shrooms. Never on acid. I only did it a few times, but yeah, definitely couldn't do it now. Wouldn't do it now. Yeah, we do stupid stuff when we're younger.
Oh yeah, but then we get older and we still do stupid shit.
I was just saying, I'm still doing stupid shit. It's just not with drugs. Those types of things.
If somebody would ask me, they would be like, would you rather be back in your late teens, early 20s, just getting fucked up all the time? Or would you rather be in your midlife crisis playing with digital collectibles? That would be a hard one for me to answer. I don't know which one I'm actually more embarrassed about, but...
No, I would... if it was me, I'd go back to college for sure. That was a lot of fun. It was
Yeah, I didn't do the whole traditional college experience. So I mean, I hung out on college campuses like every fucking night, but I was not getting education.
well,
Getting some ass.
right. Well, I mean, for me, on a lot of my classes, I mean, I literally waited until the night before. I didn't even know what I needed to read for the test until the night before. I didn't know what was going on. I never went to class. I'd have fraternity brothers take notes if I needed it, and I still passed. So it was kind of a joke, but it was a lot of partying. And I remember one year, or one semester, I only had classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That was the best time of my life. I mean, 4-day weekends. It was so, oh man, I just missed another one. Fuck. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
LD says, my only advice is don't be a Chavez. Don't you dare. You better put some respect on my girl, America Chavez. I know you're probably talking about a fridge, but better not be talking about my girl, America Chavez. All I'm going to say about that. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's, whew.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. I remember you were here. You can't even sing that song anymore, right? It's like, when God was
I know, right? Totally. That is an awesome show, by the way.
Yeah, I don't even know if you want to go around saying that. You might catch some eyebrows.
If
I walk around and be like, so what's your favorite shows, Mo? Oh, Honeymooners and All in the Family. They'd be like, get out.
Right.
Get out of my house.
The thing is that they were... It's crazy. Like those things would never, like you could never have that show again, right? Not now.
No, now it's just a YouTube series or somebody's stream.
Right. Well, I mean, but you look at that stuff and you're like, I can't believe how racist that guy was. And of course, the kids are like, F you, dad type thing. Everyone knows he's racist. That's what makes it, kind of funny that he's just a total jerk, right? So I mean, there's some good shows, but they'll never come back. And I don't want people to feel bad, so I understand that. But again, it was a good show. Sanford and Son is actually one of my favorite shows. I think that is the funniest show. I love it. I could watch that. Seriously, that is probably top 3 shows in my mind. I love it's hysterical. Oh my god.
Sanford and Son's great, man. Absolutely. Bro, and he knows. One of these days, Alice.
No, to the
one of these days. To the moon, Alice. Bang, pow, right in the kisser.
I mean,
oh my god, dude, that
shows. The 70s was a golden age of shows. But yeah, the Honeymooners was definitely, oh man, fuck. Did it again. You can't make one mistake on Snipes. Not one mistake. Oh yeah, and Living Color too. That was good.
Oh, Living Color. Yeah, J-Lo doing her little fly girl dance. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, Living Color was a Homie, don't play favorite.
That. I love that, dude. That's
Mo money, mo money, mo money. That was before my my Mo moniker too. So remember the junkyard? The guys who used to like do the auctions in the junkyard and shit.
Dude, that was a good show. That trying to compete against Saturday Night Live, but it was a good show to go over to and watch.
I mean, shit, Jim Carrey, right? Getting started on Living Color. I mean, so many.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a good jumping point for him.
And now let's play a new game. All right, chat. Now name a good show from today. Crickets. Mm-hmm. Insert crickets. I'll give you one before the 90 day fiance.
I was gonna say,
like, because funny, cringy shit like that's the type of shit I prefer to watch over like the stuff that actual networks think is funny in 2023. Because most of these shows are not funny. They're just, it's like these weird like meta discussions and like meta shows and ugh.
Well, I completely agree with the 90 days. I also like all the fat shows. I think oh man, I should have gotten that. Well, sorry guys, I'm sniping here too. I'm trying to do 2 things. I'm not good at multitasking. But yeah, any of the fat shows, 600 Pound Life, I love them. I could watch those all day long. And usually they fail, which pisses me off. I actually want them to do well. And then when they fail, I'm like, you stupid fat I'm not gonna say it, but because I'm like, it's their life on the line, right?
Well, might as well cancel us now, chat. It was nice knowing you guys. Just for the record, MoKnowz does not
Mo
share
does not say that.
does not share the outlooks of potential co-hosts, and I realize that I'm the only one on screen, so they probably think this is me. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was me. It was not Mo. It was BE. No, but the reality, I'll tell you what pisses me off, because
like, are you watching these? No, are you watching these shows because like you're rooting for these people to succeed? Or are you watching it to like mock these people? I really hope it's not the latter.
No. The reason why. So here's the thing. When I was younger, I struggled with weight, and even now I go up and down. But I always work out and lift and all that stuff. No, I totally want them. I get so mad when they don't, because I got that. Nice. I got 2017 for 950. That should be a good flip. In fact, I need to see. I don't think that's anything. But anyways, no, I want them to do well. In fact, when they do well, I'm so excited. The problem is, it's like 5% of them do well. So
right,
and it's so frustrating, because like, it's their life on the line. It's like they're given all the tools, and I get it. It's hard. It's not easy, especially when you're going from 1,000 pounds, and it's not like you just got to lose 20 pounds, right? It's quite a struggle, but these people are going to die if they don't do it. And that's why I get upset. I get upset because they're not succeeding, and they should be, with all the tools that they're given. So I apologize if I offended anyone. I did not mean to do that, but
well, I'm highly offended, obviously.
I just want people to succeed on those shows. But yes, I watch them. It's also good motivation for myself to not let myself go too far off the cliff if I'm in a point where I'm like either trying to gain weight to build muscle, or I'm just gaining weight because I'm eating crap.
Right. I mean, I'm going to word this very carefully. I don't want to go down some Matrix red pill discussion. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on from the topic, actually. Yeah, let's move on from that discussion, because I'm just gonna say that from my end of the spectrum, I am super skinny, and it's people like, oh, dude, like, it's so easy for you, like, all you have to do is eat, right? And it's like, well, right. You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like there's still just like there's still a sense of discipline, and you know what I mean? Like, you have to, take pride in yourself and your body, right? I mean, this is like it's a big discussion nowadays in a lot of spaces, where it's like, you can't just be like, let people do what they want to do, because a lot of times when people just doing what they want to do themselves, they're harming themselves, and like,
right.
And I'm not saying publicly shame people, but I'm saying, like, if you have a friend or somebody who's off the deep end, whether it be drugs, weight addiction, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always good to have that person in your life that's going to call you out on your bullshit. And, luckily for people that know me, it's usually me, where I'm like, yo, dude, this ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a good, solid discussion. But, man, like, people always tell me all the time, like, bro, just eat more. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, let me just eat, right? Because I'm not going to get full. You know what I mean? I'm not going to run out of money, right? Like, I don't have that much money. It's like, I don't know. So now I think it's funny when people are like, oh, try this fasting diet. Don't eat for 3 days. I'm like, bitch, that's called being broke. I've been doing it my whole life.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
I just got the security warning again. I hate this app. Yeah, so I think a lot of people just don't even, like, somebody like you is going to have a hard, like, I remember people like you would be like, I can't gain weight. I had somebody in the fraternity who was like, 3% body fat, right? But he was like 5'8", 145 pounds. But man, he was strong and he looked really good. And I'm like, man, I wish I could be that lean. And he'd be like, man, I wish I could have shoulders like that. It's like everyone wants what everyone else has.
Right. The grass is always greener. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would always say, especially at my age now, I'd rather be 3% body. It's crap. I'd rather be 10% body fat. That's, I'd rather be healthy now than, look huge. Because, what does it matter? It doesn't buy me anything. I'm not good enough to be in competitions for lifting or any of that stuff. I'm not even close. So why injure myself? I injured my shoulder recently. So keep being healthy. You're gonna live longer anyways, being less weight and eating less calories. It's a known fact.
That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, healthy. But again, depending on what you read, who you follow. I mean, my definition of healthy might be different than yours. I mean, I'm a huge advocate of the full carnivore diet, right? And there's drops and mineral things that you can put, in your meat when you cook it, where you'll get everything, and you're not going to start getting like scurvy. And obviously, you take a multivitamin, but carnivore diet, some people will tell you like there's no shot that could work, but other people will tell you that it's the only way to live. And I'm not saying I'm one or the other, but I do enjoy primarily, a carnivore diet. I do like potatoes. I eat a lot of potatoes. But when it comes to like my greens and stuff like that, I mean, I primarily eat salad. I love salad, and that's it. I don't eat everything else. So I get it through, mineral drops and vitamins and, other sorts of, ways of acquiring it.
I think people just have a hard time, when you are going through a period of eating a lot, we get addicted. The food, the sugar, all that stuff is very addictive. And so it can be hard to get off of that. I mean, my biggest secret for losing weight is what I call I have party days. So I will eat really good for 7 days straight, or 5 days or 6 days straight, really healthy. I count my calories, all that stuff. And then I have a day where I don't even worry about counting calories. I know I can eat whatever I want. Whatever I want, I can eat 10,000 calories. I can eat 5, whatever I want. I can eat.
Yeah, it's like the housewives. It's like your version of the housewife's cheat day, where she gets to sit home and eat her fucking bonbons.
Yeah, because you need a day where you're not sitting there thinking about it all the time. Because otherwise, I normally have a running total what I eat all day long because I want to eat. So I know I have so many calories, and I know I'm going to eat late at night, and so I prepare for that.
You also have to want to do it, and I think that's kind of like a mindset thing that most people lack. Like, you have to want to do something if you truly want to make a big change in your life, right?
Right.
And for me, like when I quit smoking cigarettes, like it was so long, I was like, I really just shouldn't smoke anymore, man. Like it can't be good for you. I've seen people die from lung cancer. I gotta stop smoking, right? But like, I just never did because I never wanted to. You know what I mean? And it just got to the point where I was like, I came back to New York and I was like, $10 for a pack of Marlboros. I'm like, yep, we're quitting. And I went because I was from like spending $3 a pack to 10, and I was like, yeah, there's just no shot. You know.
Right.
And again, we can go down the whole vaping versus smoking argument. I'll tell you that I've been a hockey goalie my entire life, and I could barely get up and down when I was smoking cigarettes towards the end. And within 3 months of vaping, I could move around and I could run miles upon miles again. And yeah, I'm sure if you vape too much, you'll get popcorn lung and all this crazy shit that we're about to see pop up in chat. But again, moderation, too much of anything in your life is no good for you. But I've come to the agreement with myself that I do need some sort of nicotine to just kind of, do what I do, right? The way I live my life. So, but again, if I want to do something and your mindset is strong enough, you'll do it. But the problem is that most people don't reach that point until something catastrophic happens. So it's like, they have like a health episode, they have a stroke, a heart attack, or, whatever. And it's like, now I have to make that change. And it's like, ooh, I wish I would have done this sooner. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just got to have that support system around you that's just going to call you out on your bullshit, And I think that's like an imperative part of life. So if you don't have that in your life and everyone tells you that you're great and you're wonderful and you're a perfect little snowflake, find some new friends. I mean, that would be my first piece of advice.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps to have a support system. My other little key trick for losing weight is you do not have to like go crazy. You don't need a lot of resistance. Literally get up and move. Walk. I used to walk circles. I remember one day I got 52,000 steps. I was trying to see how many steps I could get on my Fitbit at the time. And when I was working, I'd be on the phone. I'd be walking in circles. Well, it wasn't hard. It was the easiest thing I ever did. Just being up and moving you'll lose weight. So anyone who says you've got to I see, the biggest loser, and they make these guys go through these insane workouts. I'm like, they're not going to keep it up. I know, I've been there. You're not going to keep it up. You got to do something that's easy. And same with your food. Just like, for instance, just drop your calories down just a little bit, a couple hundred, you're good to go. Or drop the sugar, get the sugar lower in your foods. You got to do it gradually though. But the walking, oh my Lord, you'll lose so much weight just walking. It doesn't matter if you're 300-400 pounds, just start moving. Just do what you can do that you can keep up. That isn't going to be too hard.
Everyone says, yes. Let it snow, let it snow,
right?
Let it snow.
We're probably boring the hell out of people here.
Well, the Zoomers outside are frightful. I'll start singing for the people.
There you go.
Hey, listen, man. We can hold viewership probably talking about our assholes at this point. But
Probably.
yeah, maybe not that far, but
let's hope not, right?
But yeah, man, like I said, it's all about discipline. And honestly, a lot of that discipline for me, even in like NFTs and marketplaces, man, like that discipline, it's got to carry over, right? It's a mindset. Understand that this is my buy-in, this is my get out. This is what I'm comfortable making. And the second you start locking these things in mentally, it just becomes easier to do it when it's time.
Right.
Coming from someone who still holds their sign, Todd, but
right. I would say, well, as far as NFTs, the best thing to do is get rid of it. I mean, that's what I've learned. Look at the Stan Lees, right? Like, I should have gotten rid of that. I could have bought in now. I still think it's actually going to do really well. Take what I say with a grain of salt, because I do own it. I still think that's going to do well. I think the VV logo, the red logo, secret rare, which I own also. So take this with a grain of salt. I think that's also going to do well. But man, you're just better off just selling it the day you get it. Most things don't pump, and you get those few things, and we're like, oh, I should buy it. Oh, I sold it. So let's see here, guys. So I bought, just to give you an idea, I bought 715 for $9, and I just sold it for, well, after fees, I sold it for $18.25. So there you go, $9 profit, just like that. So, but I wasn't greedy. I saw where I went on and I looked at the prices, and I made sure I was lower than everyone, as leave a little meat on the bone. I didn't get that one, and you'll sell it. So if everyone else is at 22 or 25, you got to make it so people can make profit off of you. Otherwise, you're going to be holding on to it. That is my secret.
It's called leaving a little meat on the bone, chat.
That's right.
Old school trick of the trade, which is modern technology behind it.
Exactly, right? Here is $7,500 for $333. Like, I wouldn't even thought about that a couple months ago. Now I'd be like, maybe I'd pay $200 for it, maybe. But he'll probably sell it. Somebody's going to give him that. So here's 754 is now selling for 19. So I'm usually pretty good at reading the market. I think I actually sold mine at 1995, so I could tell the market was coming down. So that was a good price that I got for it. Couldn't get it now.
Oh shit, this sold. Oh damn, that Batman sold.
Your Batman sold?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although I might. I've already made the right move. I already made the right move reading that. Like I said, because I know what I could have gotten for it early on. It was only 1175 Matic. And I know, because like I said, I tried to put up for 19. I told you, the floor was 2,500. I was like, it's not going to sell for 19. And it did not sell for 19. And then very, very quickly, within 12 hours, that floor became 2,000, because that's that mental barrier that people are just going to play with this right now. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to list it again. I might. I can't really compete with these numbers. Let me actually check the Bane, though, because DC's live, Bane is live. I don't know if I'm going to mint Bane. If I could just use my credit card right now, I would 100%. And I can't do it.
Thing. That's what I don't understand. These guys just don't understand. They're not going to get mass adoption without taking credit cards.
Well, yeah, I mean, Rainmakers, that's a reason why, well, the reason why I started with Rainmakers, because I just knew it was so easy. They already had the clientele because of DraftKings. Like, people just have to click on the same website, just a different part of it, right? It's got all the user base built in, But we got lucky, too, and got that legendary out of a $60 pack. But, I mean, I knew that Rainmakers was going to do well. It might do well again this year, but not as good, because I think people kind of know the market trends after year one. But it's just, use PayPal, use your credit card, put money in your account, and go freaking crazy, right? Like,
right, exactly.
VV, buy gems, Someone asked earlier about Fortnite. Sorry, I wanted to talk about that, but we went on a rant. Because Fortnite's the same way, right? The second that Fortnite... it was LD. The second that Fortnite really starts to dive in with their partnership with, like, Swoosh...
Oh, yeah,
and even, like, coming out with their own integration of their own NFT skins. Oh, man. That's a wrap. Absolutely a wrap.
Man, I just missed a good flip. Yeah, no.
I think it's 1 hour, Big A. 1 o'clock, I believe, is public mint. Yeah, 1 o'clock Eastern for public mint. And right now, there's going to be 1,300 and change.
Oh man, I gotta stop fucking doing this. Sorry.
I apologize. Just turn your camera on next time. We'd like to see it.
I just missed 1939. I missed a bunch all in a row, so I could answer Fromy. Yeah. So mints like that, Fromy.
You hear that, Fromy? You want him a 1939
no,
comic?
No. It's all right. Sometimes I do, and it's probably a good idea if you get those because I know people buy them. Like when you get kind of into the month and the year. But today I wasn't. I know a lot of people that do that. So I don't think it's a bad play, especially if you can get it near floor, stuff like that. There are people looking for it. And if you don't really care, you can do a quick flip of it. Otherwise, hold on to it. It's probably worth holding on. We need to be a stress ball. Yeah, I've got the damn it though. I gotta bring that on. I'm gonna change everyone's perception of me, which sucks. But yeah.
Well, everybody loves the Hulk. You could be like the opposite. You could be like nice in the evenings and a raging asshole in the morning. Kind of like me if I don't have my coffee.
Right. Oh yeah, me too if I don't have my coffee. By the way, speaking of coffee, maybe I can get some help from the chat. So,
maybe I can go make a cup of coffee while you get help.
Yeah.
Take it over. I'm gonna
take it over.
What should I leave up on the screen? What do we feel like looking at?
Do the mints, leave or whatever. I don't care. Whatever.
Minty fresh.
Minty fresh numbers. There you go, guys.
Big A, I want to talk about that when we get back because I kind of agree. I'm gonna make coffee real quick, guys.
What do you say? DC Palm is dying. Yeah, it is. All right, so guys, this is what I need help with. I just got married, got a lot of money to spend. I want to get a coffee maker, and I love espresso, and I'm debating if I go buy don't go in the basement look for me. I'm debating if I get one of these fully automatic espresso makers. I found a really good deal on one. They're normally about $500, or get a semi-automatic and do the tamping and all that stuff, which I know I'll be able to get probably better cup of coffee. So go ahead, guys. Any of you coffee drinkers, any of you into fancy coffees and making espressos and stuff like that, I'm trying to figure out what my best play is. Because I don't really like spending that much money, but I do love coffee. And so I'm feeling like I'd like to get one that does everything, the grinding, the brewing, all of that stuff. So go ahead and opine if any of you drink coffee, which it doesn't look like anyone does. What do we got here? Got a rare night. Ooh, wow, that's a good one. So, oh yeah, Mo will be back here in a second, guys. I'm just sniping here. He's making his cup of coffee. And I'm trying to flip. I got the 2017 up, which is not flipping. I think I only paid 10 gems for it, so it should flip for a little profit. Anyone else get the secret rare? Oh, we got Big A. I buy coffee concentrate. You store in the fridge at Whole Foods. Shot straight. Is that like toddy coffee, like cold brew, where it's not very bitter? Big A, because those toddy coffee, when you do a cold brew, you get rid of all that bitterness, which is kind of nice. But I love espresso. Oh, Tim Hortons. You're in the US. How many Tim Hortons do we have here? I know they're here now. That's usually a Canada thing. But yeah, I know it's good coffee. Yeah, that's the thing. Like even 7-Eleven, some of the 7-Elevens have this for like $2.50. They literally grind the beans and it makes you espresso right there. Honestly, if the one up the street from me had that, I would just do that. Yeah. I'm a Tim Hortons guy. Coffee it has. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, so and I'm not paying for Starbucks. I just want to do it myself. I'd rather spend $500 or $400 now. I'll save the money making my own stuff. At least that's my theory. All right, enough coffee talk. So DC Palm. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with DC Palm, if that is going to be good or not moving forward. I feel like everything is just consolidating. It's a hard market. Every time, we get one good drop, people think all of a sudden everything's coming back. I don't think that's the case. I think it's still going to be a struggle for these NFTs. Let's see. I love iced coffee. Yeah, Trader Joe's has good stuff for sure. Pour the filter, let it sit overnight. Yeah, so you're doing like the cold brew. That's good stuff. Yeah, they have this little glass. It's toddy. I think that's what they call it. I've made that before, which always gets a good cup of coffee. I just want to get, hopefully, get Chris Coffee to send me some free coffee and then market for him. But I want to get like fresh coffee every week, grind it, put a little work in so I can have a good cup of coffee every morning. I'm totally willing to do that. I'm here. I work from home, so I've got the time. And I can tell you the difference between like a latte and just a cup of coffee is night and day, or Americano or something like that. Ooh, did I sell it? I didn't sell it. Anyone want my 2017 comic from today? I should probably just hold on to it. It is not selling yet. Let's see here. Let's try 1779. Sometimes if you price it with a little like weird numbers, 1781, sometimes things will actually sell better. Let's see. It's a Cool Brew brand iced coffee concentrate. Oh yeah, I've seen those before. I've seen those before. The pre-made stuff, and those are actually pretty good. Trying to get rid of the sugar in my diet. After this weekend, I'm going to be going on a diet here, so I normally drink my coffee just with a little almond milk. But if I'm going to do lattes, it doesn't have much calories, so I'll just do it myself. It's like 30 calories and no sugar. But that cold brew stuff is good, but it's got a lot of calories, I think. And I do not know where Mo is. I'm not a very good entertainer while I'm sniping here. Oh, I think he's back.
Well, you shouldn't have a damn YouTube channel. I told you I was going to make coffee. You understand on the drop zone, we're going to have moments like this where you got to carry the damn show.
Absolutely.
And there'll be days when I have to carry the show. All right? So I think if we took a poll, I think it would say right now it's been 90% Mo, 10% BE. So we're trying to balance it out. All right? That's what's happening here.
Right, exactly.
So let me make my damn coffee BE and get off my case.
Make your effing coffee. Now you have a Keurig, right? Or Keurig, whatever it is. Yeah. See, I thought about getting the what is it? The Nespresso LLL poll. But that ends up costing more. I'm not going to buy, having to buy the razor blades is going to be more expensive than the handle. I want something that I get the machine, it does everything for me, and it ends up being less money in the end. So I don't know if you heard my question, but basically I'm trying to decide between a fully automatic espresso maker or a semi, which then if you get a semi, it does a lot of the work, but you still have to tamp the coffee and all of that stuff. So I'm not sure. Like, I like to be lazy.
So here's the thing. I don't really have a fine taste for coffee. As a matter of fact, I hate Starbucks. I hate upper class naughty ass coffee. I like that breakfast blend, throw some, sweet Italian cream shit in there. It's fine with me, right? So what I do is I just get the cheapest. They're called Victor. I go to Christmas shop. They're open year round for some reason. I go there. I get a freaking gigantic box of these things. Costs me like 10 cents a freaking pod.
Right. That's the way to do it. Yep.
And that's it. That's how I roll.
First of all, people do not realize that Starbucks actually is not that great of coffee. It's burnt. They burn their beans more. We should probably have Chris Coffee come on at some point because he could explain why it's really bad. But they over roast their beans, which some people like that, but it's not really great coffee. They have PJ's Coffee in New Orleans, which is really good coffee. There's a Tim Hortons. There's plenty of other places that have better coffee. Heck, I like if the 7-Eleven has that like $5,000 coffee machine, or it's like 10,000 that brews it right there and grinds it for you, dude. I like that better than Starbucks. That is better than Starbucks. It's freaking delicious.
I mean, we have Dunkin' here in New York, and everybody knows America runs on Dunkin'. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, though, when I quit smoking cigarettes, I could no longer drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee, which I thought was hilarious. It just had a different taste, and I was like, wow, this tastes like shit. And I went back. That's what I started doing my K-Cups.
Oh, Big A. So it's cool brew, but does that have? It has the chicory root. Does that have fake sugar in it? I can't have fake sugar.
Don't get me started on iced coffee. That's just for
no.
people who forget to drink their hot coffee.
Nah.
Iced coffee I can't do it. Makes me want to vomit. It could be 125 degrees. I'll be in the freaking pits of hell. Give me a hot cup of coffee, bro.
I do that too, actually.
It cools the core. Scientifically, I'm still looking for that study to show my girl, but it cools the core. That's what I'm told.
Oh, no. I've been definitely 100-degree days where I'm like that. I'm like, give me a hot cup of coffee. And I'm thinking to myself, why did I do that? But yeah, I do like hot coffee better than cold coffee. But I will drink iced coffee for sure.
I don't know. Every time I drink cold coffee or iced coffee, it just reminds me of nights that I was sitting there like working in a studio or something, and like I got this gigantic cup of coffee and I just forget all about it. And I go to grab it, I take a sip, and it's just ice cold. That's what it reminds me of, and it just makes me want to like projectile vomit across the room. It's just it's so bad.
What do you think about HRO? We're getting a question on that. For me, I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff from there from the beginning. I know you did well on that Mo. I did not get any good cards, and I have the physicals. I never got any mythics or anything like that. I got a couple low mint things, but yeah, I don't really do well on that. So
I love HRO. I don't buy anything on HRO these days, mainly because who wants Batman for the 27th time?
Right.
But early on, HRO, fantastic drops. Hybrid 1, beautiful cards, great cards. Digital drop number 1. I still hold pretty much, I think, all the cards I grabbed. I only had half the set, but yeah, I'm still holding pretty much anything I've had since. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of HRO, mainly because they reward people that hold shit. There are random days I log into HRO and I'm like, wow, I got 20 packs in my account. That's pretty cool. I didn't pay for those. And then I can open them up, and then I'll get some other cool cards, and maybe I'll sell those, make a few bucks, get me, it's kind of like a slot machine where it's like a, 90% RTP, and it's like, all right, cool. I got something back. I might as well just keep going. It's not like they just took it all, bent me over backwards, and then, called me an Uber and sent me home. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of HRO. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I still hold this Joker card. You may have heard my sob story 100 or 200 times, but I should have sold this at 4,000. I had the offers were there, and I just nope.
Sometimes we get greedy. That's just what happens. I mean,
this is what you will hold. I mean, listen, the floor on this, one more good run, we're going right back to 2K without a problem. But there's just not many available, and that's when I'll probably get out next time. But right now,
here's my problem with that. Everyone says that. Everyone is waiting for this bull run that's going to come, and guess what? They're all waiting to sell, and that's the problem. And that's why it's going to be a long time before it comes, because as we get close to it, people are going to be selling and we'll never hit it. That's my theory. I mean, everyone is, when that bull run comes, my God, I'm going to cash out. Well, when everyone says that, that's quite a problem.
Because the bull run can't happen without new users, and it's just going to be like the first time around when all the freaking people that got dumped on were the new people. So right. I mean, there will be people, and there will be liquidity options there.
So wait, is this a pyramid scheme? Is that what you're saying? Because
pretty much
people, yeah, okay. I was just
listen. Collecting in general is a fucking pyramid scheme. It's just a matter of do you sell the stuff before you die, or do you kid sell it, or some rando buys it as an estate sale. Throw said the stream has been a mixture of NFT drops, morning coffee talks. Talked about sitcoms, coffee, and a few other topics sprinkled in. Love it. Welcome to the drop zone, baby. We talk about NFT drops. We're dropping knowledge. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
No rules.
15 minutes, I might have to drop a deuce. You know what I'm saying? We don't know after this cup of coffee. We don't know what's going to happen here.
Anything could happen. By the way, I see that on the app now they have the frozen stuff. I just saw. So, yeah.
Will you be joining me for that tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Of course. I got the security warning for the third time, so I just had to relog back in. This will probably be my last little string of flipping here, and then I'll, scare everyone. I can focus more. Because normally, I mean, back in the day when you could make hundreds of dollars, right? I didn't care. I'd sit there for 4 or 5 hours watching TV, just flipping the market like a total loser I am. And now I don't do that. I'm still a loser, but I don't do flipping that whole time. It's just not worth it. But yeah, I mean, if you get 616 today, it probably already came by. some of the other good mints, you can make some money. It's no doubt.
Oh yeah. And tomorrow, not only do we have the frozen drop, which again, I feel crazy even saying this about VV sometimes, man. I actually get a little excited when I start looking through the market and I'm looking through the collectibles, and I'm like, man, like, you know, I wouldn't buy most of this shit, but some of it's pretty cool, man. Like I said, the OLAP tomorrow, I'm like, dude, I kind of want it. Like, if I get that on the drop, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to hang on to it. I don't care if it... I know, sell it at the top, you know, buy it back at the bottom, whatever. But I probably will at least buy it back at some point, you know.
Well, if you get a good mint, I'd sell it.
If I get a good mint, I'll hold.
Yeah.
Well, no, if I get a good mint, I'll sell the high mint. Well, obviously, yeah.
And buy one, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it is. It's like selling your kids, Big A. That's why my horse barn is so freaking big. By the way, speaking of horse barns, real quick, I have to go get my coffee.
Yeah, go get your coffee.
Boy Named Sue has been selected for tonight's race at 11:20 p.m. I will be streaming it on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, maybe even Twitter. But yeah, so we were selected for the 11:20 race, and the prize pool is dependent on how much wagering takes place. So this is going to be pretty cool, again, to see like how many people show up again. We did a Tuesday night, but these races were free to enter. So I didn't pay anything to enter this race. So it'd be kind of cool. So if anybody wants to come by and watch that tonight, we will probably go live at like 10 p.m. on that. And then, yeah, tomorrow, the frozen drop with the pencil.
Yep.
We're going to get our pencil from the first Wreck-It Ralph drop. But why don't you maybe... I'll kind of put up maybe the drop page, and you can give people a little insight into tomorrow's drop while I get my coffee.
Yeah. I'll talk about it. I did see, I'm still sniping here, but it's really slowing down. Let's see, what do we got here? Do we sell before we die, or our kids brunate? Well, actually, Mo's already died, right? Like, he's just a skeleton. So I don't know if he can help us on that. But he's holding. Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of these things, if we didn't pay much for them, why not hold them, right? If we think this is going to be big, we've talked about this before on Futters. You know, if our theory is right, 2 years ago, we're saying, well, this is going to be this big in 5-10 years. If we still believe that, then holding on to stuff. And I know Fromy has this mindset. Just, you know, hold on to the stuff and hold on to your best stuff. Maybe flip a little bit here so you're, you know, not losing money. But yeah, the good stuff. I mean, I'm holding on to my SR AF15. I'll ride that all the way up or all the way down. Or if it, I don't know, there's probably some place where I'd be like, if it goes to 50,000, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll sell it. But Bruin, what are you holding on to, just out of curiosity? Is there something big you're holding on to that you want to eventually sell, or which like your best collectible that you don't want to sell? Actually, I'd like to know from everyone, what is your, no matter what platform, oh wow, what is your favorite collectible? You put your collectible and what platform it's from, although I'm sure we'll know. I'm kind of curious. I mean, for me, there's just a lot of stuff on VV that I like. Yeah, F you, Bruin. You got this. You know, Mo wants that. That is part of my dream. I mean, I've had an opportunity to get it, and I passed on it because I thought maybe it wouldn't be worth having. I do think that's worth having. I wish I bought it when it was 1900. And yeah, it was stupid. I didn't buy it. Yeah, so the thing with the Aston Martin, which I like, you know, at the time it was the lowest minted like car, all of that. And I, you know, every time VV always is just changing things, right? So I don't know how well that's going to do in the future. Although people paid so much for it, they're probably not going to release it for much less than they paid. Most people won't. So it's probably worth having. Ride or die with, yeah. Oh, if you got that SR miles, yeah, dude, 50. Yeah, Big A, that's a big one. That is a big one. I think that's sitting at 13. Aston Martin 800. Wow. And people paid what, 1,007 for that Bruin. I think they paid 1,007. Yeah, if I paid 50 for the miles, I mean, that's worth more than the AF15 secret rare. I would absolutely Yeah, I'd probably ride or die. I think that's a good play. It just depends if you're doing flipping in the market. Um, Man, you're lucky that you held on to that because there were plenty of opportunities to sell that for like 3,000 and then 6,000, and like I said, now it's at freaking I don't even know. Last time I checked, it was like almost 13,000, which is insane. That is insane to me.
What are you talking about? The Aston Martin?
Oh no, the Big A got that SR Miles.
Oh, you 50. Son of it, yeah.
And he held on to it, right? There are plenty of opportunities. He could have been like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna sell. I'll sell it at 3,000. I mean, he didn't fall for it. Now it's at 13. It's hard to tell.
I don't know if I would have sold that at 3K. It's that again. Even when I hated VB at that point, when I saw that, I was like, yo, that is probably the dopest thing on VB. The way it goes invisible and just like, I don't know, man. Like that's sick. Again, like, whew. Oh, totally. I talk about the big three I want in my my vault, but I never even say Miles because it's never gonna be within my reach. There's no shot.
Well, the lowest I saw for was 1,900. Is it gonna do that again? I don't know.
No. That scarcity too high. The cool factor too high. Yeah, there's just too many things that are gonna keep that at a very, very high price, premium price. If anybody really tried to come in and knock that floor price down, I think the people that already own them will just buy another one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Jeez. But yeah, it's crazy game, man. Crazy game with the flips. That's why I don't really play it on VB too much.
It's not worth it. In fact, I was just gonna say. So I basically right now through my flips, like 3 flips. I sold my uncommon a little while. I just put it at $6.99. I knew it'd sell. I want to sell it floor. I'm up just under 4 gems, and I have a free comic. I've got 2017. So I'm probably going to just delist my 2017 because I think I have it for too low. I'll just hold on to it now. I got it for free, but it's not worth our time, right? Like it's not the amount of time to get that. It's not good. I didn't end up with a 616 or anything like that. So I'll put it up for 25. If it sells, it sells. If not, I don't care. And there you go. Let me hold on a second. I'm done. Let me show my ugly face. I had my cheaters on, so I can barely see. All right, I'm back.
Michael Campa, what's going on, Mike?
Oh, hey. We got to have him on the flip too.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm just starting to wonder how easy those shows would be to put together if we just keep running our mouths about everything during the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
We might just have to move everything into the drop zone, just have guests come on the drop zone, because I know, like I said, I've been talking to a bunch of people about doing the flip to replace Futters, but I don't know. I just like I just be repeating I repeat myself enough as it is, but
right.
I am like a walking fucking talking point most of the time. But yeah, I don't know. See what happens, but definitely want to get some people on and shoot the breeze, you know?
Yeah, it'd be fun to do that. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Yeah, if you want to put me back on, I don't even know. I could probably do it, or maybe not.
No, I had you.
You have to do it. Oh yeah, no, I can only remove myself. Yeah, I'm done. I didn't see. You can tell it slowed down. Man, I did that for way too long. I know somebody asked me what device I'm using. I'm kind of holding that back. Although when I change my device, which I'm going to, then I can tell you my old device. But I have tried everything from the Samsungs to the Apple. And I know on the Samsungs, you can shrink the screen. But if you're blind, you're going to make lots of mistakes. And I know I've watched plenty of tests on YouTube that in the end, when they run them through like those speed tests, the Pro Apple always is just a bit faster. And I know the best snipers most are using one of the Apple Pros. I have no clue about the 14 though. No clue. And that's the problem, right? The people who do well, then they can go spend $1,500 on a phone and keep it up. See, or you could just be Michael Campa and just be rich and just buy what you want and sell what you want, right? That's the way to do it, just not play these games.
I mean, I feel like you got to go for the freaking drops, right? Like,
yeah, oh, for sure. All right, so let's look at this Frozen drop. I want to...
Mohammed says, any possibilities of seeing a human, a cartoon skeleton, and a picture of mid numbers doesn't do it for me. I mean, there's all the streams you can go watch. I mean, that's one option. Sure. I am who I am, and yeah. I mean, if you really want to see me, there's pictures of me on YouTube and all over the internet. You could just cover the screen with it, and you're looking at me. I don't know. I do this. If I was a real human, think of all the things I'd rob you guys of. You guys wouldn't be able to see me in a beautiful
right,
package.
You wouldn't get all this cool.
You wouldn't be able to watch me dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that I can do. I have the advantage as a skeleton that humans don't have. So
yeah, I'm kind of a little jealous about that. Like, you know, I could be sniping, you wouldn't even know it.
But if it really does bother you that much, I mean, they're always
we're not
streams to watch.
I mean, we're certainly
from one mode to another. You know,
yeah, we're not. You know, yeah, right. We're not everyone's cup of tea. So I get it. Not going to hurt my feelings. Mo doesn't have feelings, so
I can also tell you that you're wrong because 98% of the people think I'm fucking hilarious. So I mean, that's you could also just be wrong. I can tell you that.
I agree.
If I wasn't going to be an asshole, I was going to be cordial. No, yeah. I mean, the skeleton bothers you that much? Sorry.
Yes, dude. I'm just gonna say, holy effing shit, Mo. We can't talk about this, but if you know what I've been dealing with over the past couple days, I got accepted. If you know what I mean.
Let's go.
Yes.
Our boy BE is gonna be a priest. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I'm a Jewish priest.
Oh shit. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that joke beforehand.
Oh, dude. I can't effing believe it. Oh, I was so worried I wasn't going to get accepted, and I got accepted, dude.
Congrats, man. Chad has no idea. Mohammed, I'm just messing with you, by the way, brother. You know I love you. Congrats, though, man. That's sick.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, that's a freaking relief. I'll tell you later, guys. I'll tell you later, but it's huge, and it's not really dealing with streaming. It's just something big. Yeah, Mohammed. Here's the thing, and I've told Mo this. Like, and he's all, oh, you're good, whatever. Like, Mo entertains the heck out of me. I feel like I'm not entertaining or funny at all, but I love our banter.
Oh,
like,
this is where we farm sympathy from the chat. Okay,
go
ahead.
No. I don't want sympathy, guys. I don't like. I literally.
Everybody tell BE how funny he is, how much he brings to the street. Go ahead. Mo, I usually have to do this at like 12 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna let you guys do it early. Go ahead.
No. You don't need to do it.
BE, you're great.
Mo is so good. Like it's shit like the packaging when we're about to go onto a stream with Cryptoys and he pulls out that packaging and I've got my crappy ass background and I'm like, oh my God, dude, that is amazing. Like, I'm like, but you fucker, why don't you make me one of those? Right. I was like, but that is the stuff he comes up with and he is amazing. And he's funny. But you've been schooled in comedy and you're really good at what you do with the backgrounds and knowing how to stream and all that. I'm very new. I'm more like the guys in the audience. I'm just an everyday guy who just happens to be streaming right now. So yeah, I got accepted to Erectile Dysfunction Tester. Yeah. You know who's more excited? Shelby Cobra. So
well, that's what it is though. I mean, first of all, yes, I do have background doing all sorts of things.
See, now you got everyone lying on here like Mohammed, lying his ass off and laughing about it.
Well, yeah, that's what it is.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
What I like is that right now I'm the bottom bitch. So that actually makes me happy. I finally got to say it.
Yeah, and if I'm running the stream, that'll never change. Remember that. Always remember that. I don't care if you hit 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube and I'm still at 190. You will still always be bottom bitch on the drop zone. Just as long as we're on the same page. But no, seriously, like I said, for me, yes, it's easy to be funny. My entire life's been a joke. 41 years. Right. I always felt like people were boring growing up. And I'm like, I'd rather, instead of sitting around everyone with their fucking hands in their pockets, like, yo, just make fun of something or come up with a good joke. And, I like callbacks. Totally. And most people that know me, I love callbacks in comedy. So, like, if something happened yesterday or something happened, the previous point of time, I love calling back to that and making a joke out of it. Now, sometimes it's like, if you know type of deal. But over time, you start to build, like, lore and things into the channel, And to me, that's just how I was raised, man. Like, don't be boring. I'd rather be laughing than crying. Why I get it. Sometimes you want to sit in silence and, kind of think of your thoughts or whatever. But for the most part, man, if I'm in like a group call with 2 or 3 people gaming and they're not saying anything, I'm like, y'all boring as shit. Like, I'm getting the fuck out of this chat room. Or I'll just start running my mouth. I'll start messing with people just for, keeping myself entertained. I might not even agree with the things I say half the time or 90% of the time. But I'm like, man, I need some entertainment, creating content for myself, basically, if no one else is going to.
Well, see, I think like for me, I have a little bit of a creative side. Like I used to do those videos and I'm missing doing the videos. I have more fun doing that. I think I'm funnier when I'm doing my videos because I have time to think about things. And when you're live, it's a little different because I'm not one to be in front of a million people. I'm not one who loves to get up in front of a lot of people. I've done it before and I can do it. I just don't love it. But I do like this. I love coming up here and talking. The creative side is what's fun. Like the stuff we're talking about doing and moving forward with, I'm super excited. So
100%. And we do have a pinball machine in your basement?
Yeah, that's I'm getting congratulated by my friend Charlie over at Hero Wars. If you guys play Hero Wars, he's one of the best streamers, the biggest streamers for Hero Wars. And I'm sure he's congratulating me on what I got.
Muhammad says, I'm just messing, guys. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be here. No,
I got you. I got it. First of all, what's his name? He was the guy who gave me shit all the time. He gave Tucson. Like for most, sorry guys, I thought I turned this down. For most the time, it didn't bother me. Like I don't mind you guys saying crap about me. So,
well, I prefer it. I mean, like I said, where I come from, if you don't mess with people and fuck with people a little bit, you should really probably be concerned that person actually truly does not like you. But if they do bust your balls, and they kind of bring you into their little groups and their conversations, that's a good thing. Even though some people are like, you guys are really mean to each other. Like, no, we're not.
Right.
We just have real relationships. We just have real relationships. Other people just live in these fake ass fucking echo chambers, man.
Yeah.
And it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, look at like Ronnie Light. If I'm saying crap, I'm bonding with. That's exactly right. And I'm not a pussy. So if Mo likes to give me crap, and it's funny because sometimes, like our first stream when I had no clue what I was doing, and I like to have everything planned out, and he's really good at just winging it, and I'm getting better. He's forcing me to do it, which I love. But he's really good at that. I like to be planning. So one of our first streams, man, he gave me so much crap and I was just like red and sweating and everything, but it's good. It's entertaining for everyone. So I like that. That's
okay. But in the long run though, let's actually go back and dissect this because we were talking about the Cubathon. Right. Don't you understand what I was talking about the entire time though, where it wasn't about breaking it down to a minute by minute, this is what happens and I say this and then you say that type of deal. It's like we built a general outline and like a skeleton structure of how the night's going to go. And we just kind of worked within that framework, right? And that's how I live. That's how I live in the world of any sort of entertainment stuff that I've ever done, right? I wanted to be a radio, jockey, ESPN, like, thanks for calling in. This is Mo at Night, and like talk about Jets and talk about how bad the Mets are, right? But quickly I realized
the voice for it. But I think you've got a good voice. I think you've got, and I love your calling the horse races and stuff. And I've always found you entertaining to watch. So to actually do streams with you is fun.
Thank you. And yeah, like that's one of the first things I think we spoke about was like, hey, let's just not worry about, who says what on a script type of deal. Right. And yes, I do know that you do better with, detail, and that's fine because there are some things that need to be detailed. Credit where credit's due. Those interviews that we did, by the way, on the Cubathon chat, for those that watched, I mean, without BE, those interviews were basically me just having an off-the-rip conversation, right? Because I kind of go for more of like a Howard Stern, discussion type of approach, where, tell me about the last chick you slept with type of deal. But obviously, I'm not going to ask Will or people on the Cryptoids panel those types of questions. So we did try to be a little more professional. And you nailed it. You fucking knocked it out of the park, dude.
But it was good, though. We worked together well because you knew when it was video game time and more technical, he could just take over. Right. And it worked. And we've talked about how, like, when he's a real musician. I play a little music. you kind of, when you play with somebody, you kind of know when it's your turn to come in and leave and all that. So we kind of have that feel. By the way, Mohammed, I see what you said. You know, I actually like criticism. I don't want yes men. And I've even told Mo, I've sent him stuff. I'm like, don't, and he won't do it anyways, but I'm like, you know, tear me a new a-hole. Tell me everything that I did wrong, because if you're telling me that everything is right and it isn't, it hurts me more. So I actually want criticism. I want people to say, you suck, you sound terrible, that was a horrible video. That only helps me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's going to help me be better at what I'm doing. So, you know, there's a lot of people who are pussies out there and can't take that. I want criticism. So yeah, go ahead, Jack. Give me some criticism.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, there's constructive criticism, and there's just being an asshole. And you know, some people might say I walk a fine line, but it's probably my condescending tone, according to BE. But you know, if you just show up to someone and you're like, your music sucks or your voice sucks, right? And that's it. It's like, all right, well, you really did not help. But if you're like, hey, man, like, you know, the voice quality was a little muffled. Why don't you try getting, you know, this, that, and the other, maybe a mixer, maybe something like a Focusrite. Like I know like Doc just got one of those, you know, helps his mic quality now because now he's now getting a proper preamp, you know, into the PC, right? If you start giving people like, you know, some education and try to give them maybe a link or kind of put them in the right direction,
right?
There's really nothing wrong with that. And, you know, I love those types of constructive criticisms at least. But people just like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. You're never going to make it. It's like, all right, great. Thanks for your opinion, bro. Like,
right.
You know.
By the way, can we pull up Ronnie Lido's stuff? I'd like to see it just for the hell of it. I don't know if I know that's kind of off script.
Oh, you mean his art?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Like I've
Ronnie, can you DM me maybe like a link or something on Twitter? Probably the easiest way. I think we follow each other. I'll bring it up. Yeah, I don't know where I would search.
Yeah, if you DM him, I'd like to see it. And then we can give you some criticism. I'm sure like every artist I've seen normally has really good stuff, even if it's not your type of stuff.
What do you got about to do? Some America's Got Talent shit for people's art? Be like, oh, I don't know. The brushstrokes just weren't quite there. Not just for me. And then you got like, yeah, dog. No, that's the wrong show. Sorry.
He doesn't do it live.
Yeah, I would like to see it though.
No, yeah, we'll pull it up. If you want to DM him, we can pull it up here on stream and let people see. Yeah. So, anyways, I love this, but truly, even when Vault back in the day was trying to get me on, this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to snipe and make videos, but it's fun, and as you do it more and more, I talked to Poof about this on Cryptoids. You know, he didn't used to be all out there and online, wasn't the type of guy that likes to do things like that, and he does, and he does a very good job now. So it's kind of fun. All right, so what does he say here? That's funny. Let's see. Fromi says, Ronnie, we need to see you for your next magic trick. Wait, is he a magician?
I believe he is.
So let me ask you this, Ronnie. So funny enough, my dad, Shelby told me not to tell people where I live, but I'm in St. Louis. I don't care. I've got guns. I'm not worried. Anyways.
Damn, in a video game.
In a video game. I have them. They're just show guns. They're not real. So my dad, I believe St. Louis has the IBM #1. I think it's #1. He just went last night because he's a magician. So he loves to do that. So I know a lot of the secrets. Unfortunately, he kind of ruined magic for me. So, but magic is really pretty cool. He's sleight of hand enthusiast. There you go.
I love magic. My best magic trick, I got my girl to stay with me for 12 years without marrying her. So
I was going to say,
y'all have to figure that shit out.
Yeah, my magic was getting Shelby Cobra to.
Everyone keeps telling me I should write a book.
Honestly, one of these days I'll have to meet my uncle. I'm just calling her my aunt, with her mostly the whole time from since I was 8, and they never got married. They own their own house. They just bought the place for my parents in Florida. That's the first time I think they've owned something together, but she's basically my aunt. And so it works. They're not married. They own their own place, so it can work for some people. I think that, it's a good thing. Let's see his card tricks. Oh, he did card tricks on the stream. Really? All right. Well, then there's another guest we're gonna have to have. Assuming you would come on here. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Can we do? Anybody else have any talents in chat? Can we do Skin and Bones Got Talent? Maybe I was getting a little presumptuous. Maybe we should be doing that. Who else has a talent? Raise your hand.
Yeah, raise your hand. Well, interesting. Bruin 88. Wow. Medical school. She's a smart cookie. So like Wash U Medical School, you know, it many years ago, now it's like one of the best schools in the country. Danforth here, the Purina family took it over and really made it what it is today. It is a great, like, this is the only school in Missouri where like people in every state who's looking to go to school, usually that's on the list if they want to be a doctor or a lawyer. It's a great medical school. We've got, 3 hospitals downtown. So interesting.
You say John Hopkins?
No. Wash U. Yeah, John Hopkins is obviously is top, but
that John Hopkins was full of shit, man.
But Wash U, man, she's a smart cookie. Yep, top medical school for sure. She's a smart. So this is why Bruin is doing so well. He's making $1 million a year. Going to Wash U is not cheap either. I don't know what it is now. It's probably like $90,000 a year, $80,000 a year. It's expensive.
They call it Wash U because it takes all your fucking money. It
washes
you out.
It's Washington University. It's really like,
welcome to Wash U. Come here, pay us $400,000, and hope to make that back over the course of a lifetime.
No, if you go to Wash U, I know it's not Ivy League, but it's as good. You're going to get a good job. Like, obviously Harvard, all those places have a little bit of edge, but yes, Washington University is just an insane school. So yeah. Oh, she has 2 Oh, wow. You're a doctor. Interesting. What kind of doctor are you, Bruin 88? Are you a psychiatrist? Can you help me? Can you help me out with my anger management?
You're beyond help, sir.
Oh, he went to law school. Okay. Yes. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. My law classes were the only classes that I got like 95s and 97. I took 3 different law classes and I did amazing in them. But I decided not to go all the way, which is probably stupid. I should have done it because I loved it.
All my aptitude tests and all my extracurricular stuff from like high school when I used to sit down with like admissions and my dean and stuff, they always tried to push me towards like law or like criminal psychology. And I was always like, listen, I hate to break this to you guys. I wake up and get high every fucking day. It's never going to change. I don't like guns. So you can take being a cop out of it, because you got to be a cop before you can you don't just walk in there and be like, yeah, I'm going to be like lead of a, forensics department. Like, it don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to work your way up. So like there would be guns and stuff like that involved. And I'm not really a big gun guy. Like, I feel like people have the right to own them, with proper licensing and stuff like that. But,
totally.
I'm not a guy who just, is like comfortable to just have a gun on me. It's just not how I roll. Now, my girl, on the other hand, yeah, different discussion. But we're going to have a locked drawer in our house. Let's put it that way.
right. That's right. I got my stuff all in a safe. So I get it, though. But that mindset, dude, just like that not even like combative mindset, but you see the world differently. Like when you're like a lawyer, whether it's like an argumentative standpoint or just being able to separate, fact and reality sometimes, which I think basic humans can't even do half the time because they're just fucking brainwashed. But oh man, it's a crazy mindset. Psychologists too. They're a whole different rare breed of people. Most lawyers I don't like, right? Like, because I've had to deal with custody stuff and whatever, and sometimes they're really mean. And then that makes me have to spend more money for a more mean lawyer. And so that kind of pisses me off. But
yeah, but remove personal bias from it. I'm just talking about a mindset.
Yeah, no, it is a mindset. For me, if I did it, I would have wanted to do it to help people, to take on big corporations that are screwing people over, that type of thing. That would have been what I would have wanted to do. Not just like an ambulance chaser. Although I did know a couple in Tampa that were the best, and they made a ton of money, although they were from families that already had a lot of money. But you do make a lot of money doing that. So
yeah, see, Ryan Lotto, he actually hits a nail on the head for me, and they did make a movie out of it called Liar Liar. But
right.
My moral compass would not allow me to be a lawyer for most firms. Just knowing what I know. And again, there's the reason why I've quit many jobs. Where I'm like, yeah, your ethics here are trash. I'm like, you're a disgusting human being. They're like, bro, it's only lunch, and I'm like, yeah, fuck your job.
Right.
Like, I'm done. Send me my check. Like, and I get a new job on the way home. That was back in the day, though. Nowadays you can't really do that. If you quit your job at lunch, you ain't gonna have a new one by the time you get home because you're gonna stop in. You'd be like, hey, is the manager available? And they'd be like, hey, you know what? Do me a favor. Go to www.
Go fill this out.
We're never going to look at this.com. And somebody may look at this, but we're not even going to know your fucking name, kid. You're just going to be some random number in the, in the computer. And, maybe you'll hear from us 3 months from now. But back in the day, it was like, walk in, eye contact, shake a hand, nice handshake with the, the manager, have a job on the way out. You know what I mean?
Totally.
That's how it used to be done. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, I think I was saying this the other day, it's so easy to get a job and do well. You just have to have a little initiative. Show up looking nice, do a good interview, learn how to talk to people. You don't have to be a freaking extrovert to do it. And you can get a good job, but it is like you said, you go online and fill the form out and you'll never hear from them, right? Like you got to impress them right there or you're not going to get the job.
I mean, it's a numbers game. Right? It's like that pickup artist shit where it's like, yeah, just sleep with as many women as you can. Like, it's a numbers game, right? Like, practice makes perfect, put as many resumes as you can, and you'll probably get a call back, right? But I mean, shit. There's only so many places you can even, like, put an application. Especially nowadays, right? I mean, downsizing of most industries, right? Due to AI and automation. Supermarkets used to need 50 people working. Now they need like 5.
Right.
Because they have, everyone's, like, oh, I'm glad I busted my ass all day and now I get to go to the supermarket and check myself out. This is great. But hey, now I'm actually paying more for this shit too. So figure that out. It's crazy, man.
It's what I've always known growing up. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's how it's always been. That was why I ended up joining
it's who you know or who you blow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's not fair. It's completely, there's so many people, there's jobs I've done that I've gotten where I'm like, somebody else deserved that more than I did. But in life, you got to make your own luck. You got to make your connections and hopefully you make the right choices and you can be successful. That's the whole goal, right?
I like to think so. I mean, again, there's been tons of times in my life where I like to call them like moral checkpoints, Like my pops was always like, listen, do whatever the hell you want. We had a sign that said, do whatever you want as long as it's not illegal, immoral, or fattening. Okay? Now, the third part's a joke. But, and not my house, because actually, like I said, as skinny as we were, we actually took that shit as, serious as we could. But the point is, be nice to people you meet on the way up, because you're going to meet the same people on the way down. Like, all these basic ways of living and just being kind to people. Right. It makes it hard. It makes it hard, really, because like I said, most of these jobs that I could have taken in my life would have required me to just be an ultimate scumbag and lie to people on a daily basis. I was making a killing with chimney cleanings, but it got to the point where they were like, dude, you're so good, you got to sell them to people that don't need them.
Right.
And I'm like, no. I'm not going to start making up data and stuff. Like, I was using data to sell jobs because it was truth and it was fact. But the second they wanted me to skew the data and embellish the data to, like, get a job across the street, that's when I took umbrage and I would start leaving a lot of these types of jobs because, and again, maybe it's because I'm from New York. I did have a little more success in Florida and even California. Over here, it was like, it's like a rat race, right? Just
it is.
Get over on people, fuck over as many people as you can, get to the top, and then get the hell out of here before people can do the same to you. Take the money and run.
A lot of people do
this. Yeah, it's just it's a hard mindset to live by because I know Ronnie Lido, he's right, his morals don't allow that. I like to wake up in the morning, look at myself, and not feel like a piece of shit. So,
well, that's the thing. So I was in sales. I did sports supplements. That was my first job, and I did really well. And I was not like the typical salesperson because the typical salesperson just completely is scummy, trying to scam people. I would call them up. I usually dealt with distributors or doctors and stuff like that. And I'd make sure that if I called them up, I had a deal. Like I'd only sell, try to tell them whenever there was a deal. I knew other people would never tell them when there were deals. And I'm like, why not? They're going to buy more. You're not going to lose that much commission. And who cares? They're going to like you more. And then, of course, I got free stuff every month, and I just gave it to the gatekeepers. I gave it to the secretary who I might talk to, who talks to the doctor who makes the order. And I don't like being pushy, which is why I hate salesmen. I hate car salesmen. Sorry if anyone's out there as a car salesman, but I do not like that type of attitude, pushing people. I want to help people get what they want at the best possible deal. And not make it a trick, not pretend that I'm doing, like actually do it. So I did well, but I hate sales. I hated sales for the reason
I've known you long enough. I've known you long enough to know that you're not just going to blatantly sit there and lie to people for profit all day. You're
right.
a better human being than that. I know that, because if you weren't, I wouldn't deal with you as much as I do.
Right. Totally.
If at all.
So. Right. You probably wouldn't deal with me. And that's the thing. You got to treat people, not the way you want to be treated and yep. all of that stuff and be real. And again, like I said, I'm not really any different than anyone else here in the chat. I just happened to turn on a camera, happened to meet you, happened to meet, OG Vault. And here I am today. By the way, did we ever find, I guess you never got anything from Ronnie Lido. I tried to look it up, but I don't know. I couldn't find anything. Of course, I'm probably looking it up wrong. So.
Let's see. No, I didn't get anything.
By the way,
I looked on Twitter a little bit too, but
okay. What the funny, Bruin said he's in Detroit, and usually Detroit and St. Louis have a battle between what is the murder capital of the country. It's usually St. Louis, but Detroit sometimes gets there, and Detroit has that. Don't they have the everyone burns down everything on Halloween or something? It's like one of their pastimes. St. Louis here, they just kill you in a video game.
Eesh.
No, yeah, nobody goes to the city. You go to the city to watch hockey, baseball, and now XFL. So,
well,
there you go. Devil's Night. Devil's Night. That's it. Oh, he's in California now. Interesting. Everyone that I've known, and I told you this, Mo, from Chicago that moved to LA or moved to California, after 5 years, they all came back. They couldn't handle it. Midwest guys don't do well. Oh, Ronnie, you're in Cleveland. That is where my mom's side of the family's from. I love Cleveland. Did you know that Cleveland used to be the biggest city in the country? It is. Their old football stadium had like 80,000 seats. They tore it down a long time ago. Yeah, Cleveland is actually really cool. I haven't been there in a while because it's not like second cousins there, but my family used to have a big business out there in Cleveland and Philadelphia. So I love Cleveland. It's got a lot of history there, which is nice. And a lot of mob bosses are used to. So but yeah. Cleveland.
So apparently the Bane is selling for under mint already.
What? Oh, really?
Wait.
Yeah, I like Chi-Town too. We got Choo Choo here with Chi-Town. Those are the two places, Cleveland and Chicago, most of my family. And actually it's Cleveland, Chicago, St. Louis, and New York is where everyone lives. A few in Florida. So nobody on the West Coast.
How do I even see this shit on the market? Oh, here we go.
I forgot to look at my phone. Crap.
Oh wait, are there? Oh shit, there's multiple rarities, huh? Yeah. I mean, if I was gonna go for this, I probably should have started the process like an hour ago. But
is this setting up windows, or you're automatically get to do it?
Well, I would have to transfer Matic all around the interwebs.
The interwebs. Oh, Cedar Point. Yeah, I love Cedar Point. Definitely one of the best. Cedar Point is like one of the best amusement parks I've ever been to. Usually it's called like the roller coaster capital of the world. They have a ton of great roller coasters. That is in I forgot where that is. That's a fun place to go to. Ohio State, holy cow, that's the best party school I've ever been to. When I go travel there, that was one of the schools we go to. Literally, you could just go to a house, just to be hundreds of people in a house. You could just walk into a house and there's a party. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely, Ronnie, on the roller coasters. Love that place. Oh, he went to, oh, yeah, I'm telling you. So I originally went to Purdue. I ended up transferring to Mizzou. But man, Ohio State, the best school I've ever been to for partying. It's a really cool campus, but holy cow. I mean, I went to, I've seen a lot of the Big Ten schools, and Ohio State, holy cow, that was a fun place to go to.
Now that you're on a fucking ESPN intro, it was like, I'm BE, the Ohio State University.
Oh, he went
the way to do the intros.
Oh, right. Yeah, so gotcha, Ronnie. It's still a fun kind. Yeah, and actually interesting, Ronnie, talking about no college here. We were just talking about it. I did go to college, and I honestly don't think it really bought me anything. It bought me connections. That's it, and a lot of money out the door. I think these days, unless you're gonna be a doctor or engineer or something where you're a lawyer, something where you really have to have it, it's not everyone's cup of tea. And honestly, you probably make more money than the people who did, because you're in debt for 20 years, right?
Yeah, unless you had your shit paid for by the fucking government.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, I think my girl actually caught a little bit of that kickback, so I shouldn't talk too much trash about it. But
it's all right. Look, I was lucky that my parents were able to pay for it. But I can tell you that I'm kind of upset that I didn't, because I know the people who had to do that, and they're better people. They care more about the school. Like for me, it was just about partying, and that, there's a lot of people that can't go because it costs so much. And I just kind of, did my own thing. It wasn't, probably the best. I mean, I did okay and I graduated, but it was a complete waste. I mean, you do sales, you do not need college. It just proves that you finished something. So all these people who went to college and think they're better than people who didn't, I actually know people who are smarter who didn't go to college than people who did to college. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're smart just because you went to college, unless you're brewing 88 and you went to grad school and all of that stuff.
Right. Hey, Chad, anybody got 70-matic I can borrow real quick?
Right. You want them to send it to you?
No, the Mint is live. Mint is live. I just don't feel like going through the fucking hassle of having to convert shit 6 times and pay gas fees like 3. Oh, it's so annoying.
Oh, yeah. You got to do that like in the middle of the night, right?
Well, yeah, that would be the time to do it. I've got 44 cents. Nice. We're in the same, but actually I have 7-matic, so I'm a little ahead of you, but I know the feeling. I have 200 minted, though.
That's total of the Bane? Only 200?
No, 200 since it just went public.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like, oh, shit, oh, dude. It'll sell out pretty quick. I wouldn't even had time to transfer the funds, to be honest.
I'm just looking at the drop, see where we're at on Fantastic Four. I'm just curious. We all forgot about it. It's at 930 floor for the common.
Not bad.
Oh, come on. 709 for the uncommon. Those are going to go up tonight. And oh, wow. Secret Rare's at 269. Didn't somebody say they sold it at 200? I don't know if that's going to hold.
What? The Secret Rare?
Yeah, the Secret Rare's at the floor's at 269.
269, yeah. Huh?
Yeah, it's not bad. You get that pays for a lot of drops.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I think it was about between 250, 300 on the initial surge, but yeah, obviously, once the next shiny new fucking toy comes out, that goes to 200, and probably, in my mind, would probably sit around there. And Ronnie Lytle, he makes a good point. It is like a 2-hour rant episode, but
right. About money.
Yeah, so I'm like, I've always been very, very careful with my money. Like, I'll buy some dumb shit, but having to use that money and visually, like, I always preferred cash over credit. Because when you visually have to see that money disappearing, it's way harder to deal with than just swiping a card.
Right.
And now you move into the digital era. And if you would have told me a year or two ago that I'd be sitting here just willy-nilly being like, $400 for a baby horse I can't run for 2 months, that's a good deal. Not even gonna think about it. Like, if you had told me that shit, I'd be like, yeah, you better be rich. If you're living life like that, you're gonna be, well, guess what? I'm not rich, and I still lose track of how valuable money is on the internet sometimes. You know, like it's so easy to get caught up and be like, oh, making this coming in, and just boom, just as quickly it goes out. But yeah, so I totally relate to that, man, and I blame it all on the, you know, NFTs and the wallets and crypto.
Well, the other bad thing is that a lot of us sitting here, and you know, everyone's trying to be like everyone else, and you can't be. There's whales. Yeah, there's a credit card thing he said in there.
¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, so there's all these whales. You can never compete with these people that have unlimited funds to buy everything. That's the other thing. Hey, if he's reinvesting his money in his career, Ronnie, that's a good idea, especially if you're good.
Where is it? Because I'm in New York. Am I getting screwed? Because I'm tight. They don't let us use credit cards for anything here.
When you go to the mint screen, it gives you a credit card. Yeah, but you should have that as an option. Oh, my neck, Lord!
Telling you, I don't get these options. Be Wall Street. They control everything.
Right?
Maybe it's on a different page. On MetaMask, I have a green use credit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's when it realizes it checks my address and it says, sorry, can't do that. Womp, womp.
Oh, now can you use a VPN or do they have a VPN block?
I could use a VPN, but just in the extreme circumstance that I get the wallet banned. Yeah, I'm not trying to
it's not worth it.
Lose what's in my wallet. That's probably what I would use another wallet and I'm thinking about doing that. Is just making another wallet that nobody has the address for, only me, and I could just ship over, like, because I have horses and other projects, so I would ship those over. I would ship over my Batman, you know, things that I would be super, super concerned about, right? So, but yeah. Crazy, though. So I don't really get these options here in New York, and like I said, it's because Wall Street pretty much has everything financially on lockdown. If I go there, they'll be like, oh yeah, MoonPay. If you live Jersey, it's fine. If you live in, you know, St. Louis, it's fine. But come here and they're like, womp womp.
That's weird that they do that. I mean, of course, they are the city, well, at least the city, who was banning the size of your Coke, your soda cup. You can only sell small, but you can go get refills on that small 100 times. Stupid.
So I'll give you my ultimate sob story. I don't think most people have heard this. I don't think you've heard it either.
I don't think so. Not if it's
so when I first got into this whole, it's like someone's got a tiny violin out there right now, but when I first got into this whole degenerate space, I came in and it was Dogecoin, right?
Oh yeah, I've got some of that.
And it was early. I'm talking like super, super early. I know tons of people that made thousands upon thousands of dollars on this shit, right? And I was like, all right, cool. So I did it. I tried to make an account. The only thing that was available at the time was Robinhood for us here in New York. Coinbase didn't have it. Nothing. So I went through all these, trying to jump through these hoops, setting up VPNs and this and that. And everyone just kept on telling me, like, be very careful with the VPNs. You know, they're going to lock your shit. So, depending on... I still should have put in $100, right? Because I would have made probably like 10, 15, 20 G's just based on that input. So I got screwed. Now, on that day, I got screwed right in front of my girl, my uncle, a whole bunch of people were hanging out with. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm taking this 100 and I'm gonna go throw this shit in SHIB. Now at the time, SHIB was like just a blip, super blip on the radar. And dude, we wound up, it was like fast forward like a year, when that thing actually spiked. I did the math on how much, if I would have actually just went through and set up the VPN that day with the SHIB, bro, it was like $1.2 million.
I wouldn't have done that well. See, I bought into
I was too. Like, I still have some.
I still have
I was sick.
Yeah, I mean, because it was down to 0.00053 or what, I don't remember what it was. I definitely bought Shibu. Doge, I have a little of. Now, what I did, the way I made money on those things is I referred people. You could refer people, and then you get free stock, or you could get free stocks on something like Robinhood or whatever. But you can also trade. And dude, I got one share of Apple stock, and at the time it was like $180. Like I got some other really big ones, and I was like, man, this is working out. Of course, now they're down a little bit, but those things, I'm not going to get rid of it. It just keeps, it generates. Now it's only one share, so it's not going to, break the bank or help me in any way. But it was free money, And of course, with all the money I lost in the end on this shit, because everyone's like, oh, it's going to go to a penny. But like, no, it's not. There's a trillion of them. Like people didn't understand the math on crypto at that time. They were just seeing these big jumps, and they were giving numbers that were absolutely impossible. You can't have a cryptocurrency that has more value than the whole world, right? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Apple's below 90. Did it split though? I actually haven't been watching Apple. I don't know if it split or whatever. You know what? I used to do that day trading stuff, and it just gives you a headache. It makes you feel horrible. You can do well, but man, it's a lot of stress just to deal with that. So I just don't even worry about it. Mutual funds, index funds, just get an index fund. They've proven that those actually do better over 20, 30 years than anything else. So, Google split. Okay. There you go.
So, I mean, I know you're probably going to get rolling here soon, but the one thing Big A, I think, actually earlier, we talked about a little bit about Palm. Like, I really, really am concerned about the future of Palm and the value of what these things are going to hit, like rock bottom. I don't know if it's enough worry for me to sell my Supermans just because of what I paid for them.
Right.
But, yeah, it's, like, I'm definitely not just gambling $10 a comic, because there's really just very little, movement in the market. They're not really advancing as far as, like, giving us new utility or even updates. Now it's like they're very, very quiet. So I don't know. I'm a little. I see a lot of people, kind of having this down sentiment on them, and I definitely see why.
There's nothing, because they're going to have to release that Action Comic 1 and all that. So what's going to happen? That's it. It releases that. It sells for $1 million, and then they're done.
Well, and that's the whole thing too. I mean, with the Candy Palm merger, they said that Candy is absorbing Palm, but that Palm, their executives and stuff are going to get, internal jobs, with Candy, as part of the agreement, right? So that makes sense. Which would also lead us to believe that the Palm marketplace, which is fucking primitive anyway compared to what they have on Candy. Now, Candy doesn't have the active user base, I think, that like Vivi and, Palm might.
Right.
Obviously, maybe not even Palm. But when you go to Candy, it's a clean site. I mean, there is tons. I mean, Candy to be another platform would probably have to throw into the rotation. But,
it has some cool looking stuff, but it's just nobody really does. I mean, in my mind, nobody really cares.
Well, right, you got baseball. You got baseball, which they actually do a good job of promotion on Candy. With their baseball, because they give stuff away with like ticket stubs from games, so it does actually bring in new people that way. They have racing with like the race car stuff. The Sweet Futures is more for like colleges. Netflix, which is like the Stranger Things drop that they did.
Right.
Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but here's why this is kind of a big deal, and I think people don't really know this. But Netflix is actively building their NFT app for TVs. So when that starts to become a thing and owning the NFTs from here, so like I own a ton of these Stranger Things. I actually have some really low mints. I have like number 7 of Erica. And if anybody watches Stranger Things, Erica's probably one of the best characters out there. She's the wittiest, fucking sharp-toothed fucking character. Of course, you got your Eddie.
No, wait. Are these just cards? Sorry, I had a text here. Are these just cards, or they do anything else?
No. So they're basically no. So what these are going to basically do is like those NFT, picture frames and these AR boxes that they have at the Consumer Electronics Show. You see those hologram boxes?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So that's where these are going to have their utility, where like, okay, if you own this, you could put it in the frame. You could have these rotating and stuff. So that's where these are going to kind of fit. And not just like cards. These are just more like images or whatever, or multimedia that could be displayed. Now, could they build some sort of like AR functionality where maybe, on the TV, if you own this, it'll have that as a background and you're like watching the show through the upside down. They can, they can introduce all these experiences. Disney Plus kind of did it in their demo video, with the waterfall coming out of the TV and the immersive experience of being in the jungle watching the movie, right, or the show. And this is very much the same thing. So that's kind of where I see these things, getting use. But hey, maybe I want to have. I have number 5 out of 613. Ooh,
yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's actually good. Because you're the only one who bought it, except the other 4 people. I'm kidding.
No, I paid very little for this. I think I paid like $10 or something. But yeah, so, and even now, I think it's like floors are probably dirt cheap on a lot of these, but like I said, if you're a fan of the show, I think I put in like $20-$30 and just kind of snag some stuff. So, but we'll see. I just, again, the technology is continuing to be built on a daily basis. When I start seeing articles of like this company pulled out, they stopped working on it, which is like just creates like a domino effect, I might start, readdressing my whole outlook on this situation. But until then, certain IPs, certain projects, I'm going to continue to buy.
I mean, especially if it's not expensive to go in. Bruin was asking, where do we see NFTs in 10 years? My thing is that, and we've talked about this, cream rises to the top. You're only going to have a few companies left. I believe the SEC is going to come in and regulate the hell out of this, which I think we need. This is, people always say, keep the government out. And normally I usually agree. But when you're dealing with money and all the people, there's just too many scams going on. But this type of thing, we got like Ducati and all these other,
Oh yeah, did you get those, by the way?
You got multiples. I only did one account. I didn't see if I got it, but I signed up for it, so I know I got it.
Well, they sent me an email today, like, we're sending you an additional, and I was like, oh.
Oh, really? Okay. Uh-oh.
I was like,
maybe I didn't get it. I didn't see that email. But yeah, so I don't know where it's going to go. I like the idea. So we already know, like, you can buy houses with NFTs. You can buy baseball tickets. There's going to be utility. I think NFTs are going to be here. Maybe they'll be called something else. But these first ones,
digital collectibles.
Yeah, right, exactly. These first ones are going to have some value. The question is how much is it going to be, and is it worth? For instance, if you could sell something for 10 grand now and invest that over 20 years, is that going to be more money than you could get when this actually comes to fruition, or 10 years, or whatever it is? You said Ducati. Did it come? Let me look up Ducati. I'm just checking my email here to see if I got it.
Yeah, I got an email like sometime this morning. But I mean, you are right. I mean, 10 years from now, I think my thoughts on NFTs are probably a little bit different than my thoughts on the blockchain.
Right.
Because the blockchain is just going to dominate everything. I mean, don't believe me, insurance companies are moving over. California DMV already moved over. Other insurance companies and other, state sectors will move over. Everything to the blockchain, especially with ZK, sync technology, right? Adding that EVM third layer type of shit for privacy, which basically means that if me and BE need to transfer, really highly sensitive information, he's a trusted source and I'm a trusted source. So as long as we're both talking to each other as trusted sources, that transaction will go through. But without it, it will be blocked, right? So like that's what like the whole ZK sync EVM technology is, layman's terms, I guess, broken down. But so it's going to make things a lot easier, and as more companies and more sectors move to it, I think that's where everything's going to live. And
it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, it's just people right now, we really are a small group, right? So that's, by the way, I did get it. I guess it's still minting. It says a Ducati Ignition. Is that what you got?
I just saw the email. I didn't really look too much into it. I was like, shit, did I not sign up?
Yeah, it said something about getting an extra one, but it's only showing this Ignition and it's not completely done. So,
okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, maybe it'll take some time, but
sorry.
I don't know. I just feel like, you could be like, yeah, we're early. And, again, I just kind of go back to my days of, Mo, this whole, when I worked at the cable company, I was like one of the top techs. And I just, again, no college background. My boy did the college degree, and I had a higher position than him at the same company, right? So, just know your shit, and you'll get through life, right?
And also, you know how to talk to people, and you can move up. Like, if you sit back and just, don't do anything, you'll just stay where you're at. So you seem like a go-getter. I mean, maybe not always when you're sitting down and getting high, but like, what to do if you want to move up. So a lot of people don't.
Well, yeah, and I think the more people that just like, if you know your limitations and you know your roles in life, right, it makes life a lot easier. When you start trying to just imply your will and your thought process upon other people, trying to change people's minds, your life becomes difficult, their life becomes a headache, which is why I always like a good conversation. I'm never here to change people's minds, whether they like me or not. Like, don't like the show, change the fucking channel, right? Like,
right, totally.
It is what it is. But I always go back to like 10 years ago when I was working at this cable company, and they brought us in for these seminars, and they'd always bring me in as like the first testing group, because they're like, this dude will rip us apart if he doesn't like it. He doesn't give a flying shit that we pay his salary. Like, he will just tear us down.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
And they brought us into a room, and we were watching like The View, and we were watching like Everybody Loves Raymond, and like television shows. But the cable box was hooked up, and it had a chat, and there was like a keyboard attached to the remote. Now, again, this is like 2008.
I remember that.
Twitch was not a thing. It was still Justin TV. Nobody was on it. People were still like, there was, YouTube was like, there was no YouTube streaming. Streaming was non-existent.
Right.
And I remember sitting there and being like, this is like the coolest thing ever. I was doing like what we do on Mystery High-End, where I'm like talking smack through the controller, being like, look at this stupid motherfucker. Oh, he's about to do this. Oh, he's setting himself up for this. And we were having some laughs. And then they brought me back, and they were like, yo, your focus group was awesome. Like, everybody had a blast. But everybody else, it was like miserable, because everybody was just sitting there. Nobody was like trying to make it funny. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, they told me they weren't going to go with it. They like didn't even roll out the platform. And I remember being like, man. I'm like, this is one of the biggest mistakes you're ever going to fucking make. Right. I'm like, because people want to react with each other in real time watching this type of shit. And they were like, nope. Well, fast forward to, Twitch, live streaming, Kick, fucking any real-time content, bro. Like, it took over the entertainment industry. The numbers don't fucking lie.
No, they don't lie.
First, video games buried the movie business.
Right.
And now streaming video games and streaming content is destroying it all. I mean, XQC got a $100 million contract from Kick. I mean, freaking Ninja, it was like a household name playing Fortnite. And I remember watching this dude, like his first day ever streaming, because he was piggybacking off other people that I watched on Twitch and people that I worked with. And I remember watching this guy being like, yo, this dude's going to be something. Because he was popping off at the mouth. He was funny. I mean, he was abusive as shit to kids and other people. But hey, sometimes toxicity sells, especially back in 2014, like the rise of...
It still does, kind of.
Does. Well... Yeah, but now it's like, it's so easy to just, the pushback against toxicity is
well, there's pushback, but yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. The blowback is way heavier now than it was in 2014. I mean, in 2010, there was no fucking blowback. You could pretty much say you do whatever the hell you wanted. I mean, shit, go back and watch like a movie or a TV show from like the early 2000s, even up to like 2010, and be like, damn, like people thought this was a problem to wear on primetime TV.
Right.
And now look at TV where it's basically like softcore freaking porn.
Right.
And this shit's on CBS with like, Tide commercials in between. And the chick comes back and she's like grabbing the pillow with her freaking eyes blasting out the back of her head. And it's like, well, it's the world we live in nowadays. Everyone's desensitized and it's crazy. It's fucking crazy though, man. Absolutely.
What I don't understand is, and I probably should get going because we've got our meeting in a couple hours. Why don't these shows have like a watch party? And maybe you're a streamer and they allow you to stream it. And I guess I know they want to hold the rights to it and they want to get their advertising budget, but they could let somebody like us stream it with their commercials, right? Like, so we would be watching it. The commercials would come on. We could talk through the commercials. I don't, because they're going to miss so many people now who like to multitask and maybe want to listen to people while they're watching the show. I don't know why they don't do it. I think they're missing the boat on allowing that.
Well, I think
the show should just say we're going to have,
Well, that's the next evolution, right? The next evolution is you had shows from broadcast television or even network TV for that matter, right? Those were basically destroyed by, streaming services. So then streaming services said, hey, you know what? These shows are actually really good. So let's actually just create, custom content on our streaming platforms. It's just how we get, Cobra Kai came over from YouTube Red and got bought over by Netflix, right? So that they basically become like the new CBS and like the new ABC. But then, the channels can still have partnerships with these companies, right? I think ABC and Fox have the partnership with Hulu. CBS, I think, is Paramount, right? So you kind of have like all these different avenues. But the next phase and the next evolution of the whole thing is, yes, you sell it to a streaming platform. So you sell it, and again, I'm just using like me and you as an example. Like 90 Day can strike a deal with, what channel is it, Lifetime or whatever, or TLC. Yep. Yeah, it's like they can strike a deal with, whoever produces the show and whatever, and then with also us, and like a three-way partnership where, yes, you can have like a watch party, react party type of deal, and also the other mouths, everyone's got to eat, right? So
right.
Yeah, you can't just have it like, oh, the streamers make all the money, the streamers get donations, but it still has to be like on the platforms and stuff like that too. So shout out to Gus, by the way. He says he's heading out.
Yeah.
We've been going for quite some time, so anybody still here, we appreciate it.
Yeah, crazy. How long have we been going for? It says somewhere. Oh, there
almost
we go.
Almost 3 hours. So
that's why these lights. So guys, I've got all these lights around me, and they start giving me a headache a little bit. It's funny. But okay, so now you're gonna still stream? Do I need to leave my feed up here, or what happens? Because you don't want to lose these people.
If I was going to continue, some days I might continue to do photo finish. I don't know if I'm going to today.
Okay, go check so that way we can figure out. No, Ronnie, we're at like when I looked at the streaming area, we're almost 3 hours. Crazy, and some of you have been here most of the time, if not the whole time. So
yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap it up with you. Right. So, okay. But yeah, we got a couple things we got to do anyway this afternoon. Mint on the Bane has yet to sell out.
Of course.
But we got another 200 to go, it looks like.
Yeah. Ring lights are the worst. This ring light above 150, me is the worst. Oh, wow, that's horrible. The ring lights, but then I also have the two other side LED lights. I don't know what it is, but this ring light gives me like a migraine. It's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get going because I got a few things I got to do before we have our meeting, and I think this is a good place to end. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I think it was a good stream. Appreciate everybody who was hanging out. Appreciate you, BE, for jumping on the drop zone. Whatever the hell.
Having me.
Again, dropping NFTs, dropping knowledge. It just never stops dropping around here. That might even be a nice little slogan. But yeah, appreciate you guys in chat. As always, we'll catch you guys on the flip for the drop zone.
Cool. Peace, everyone. Thank you for dropping by. See you next time.